Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps that I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switched codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a... When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe, I'm the kingpin.
It's like I got one watcher. It must be some big channels on today. Got a lot to talk about, man. We got this whole explosion of Clarissa Shields and Gervonta Tank Davis going at it, man. This shit is sad, man. Just like, we got the Devin Haney. Devin Haney's out here tripping, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he got a right to because Ryan cheated him, right? But, he gonna have to keep it short because he got so much hate against him. He's not really gonna get any sympathy by going, putting his argument out there in the public. Even though I understand that if he's not going to take the rematch, just move on. Because right now the climate between the public and his father, it's just not going to do him any good. Even to say that he don't want the rematch, which I'm kind of disappointed in, because I do kind of wish that Devin wanted that rematch. I do wish he wanted that rematch, and it kind of make you look bad, man. It's like you don't want that get back. Just make sure you look out for the cheating. You know what I'm saying? But you always should. I believe as a fighter, especially as a fighter with Devin's trajectory, right? That you would want that get back. You know what I'm saying? That is something that you definitely got to have as a fighter, right? I don't give a fuck if he cheated or not. You care about what kind of integrity you got. At least you got to go out on a record saying that you want that get back. You know what I'm saying? That's just something you got to do as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And to get your respect. Just because the man's a cheater, that don't mean you don't want to whip his ass. And I mean, I get it. I mean, Dev said something that is beyond boxing, kind of like insinuated where he maybe a civil suit, or maybe he want to whip his ass in the parking lot type of situation. So, what I'm saying, I get it, what I'm saying? If that's what he was thinking, he wanted to, get his revenge, what I'm saying, either civilly, or, what I'm saying, he wanted to whip Ryan ass, what I'm saying, outside when you see him somewhere, what I'm saying, which is probably not going to happen now, because, when you have scumbags like trying to get over on you, what I'm saying, they're going to move like that. So, you're never going to catch him outside, what I'm saying, like that. You're not going to catch Ryan outside, because he don't put hands and feet on you, and he knows there's a lot of people it's gonna be looking for him. So if that nigga go to a goddamn church's chicken, they're gonna call Devin. What I'm saying? They're gonna be like, Dev, this nigga over here getting chicken, and you might want to pull up on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be like that for a while. He knows it, so he's gonna be underground. Is what I'm saying. Ryan is gonna be underground. He's not gonna be outside nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's well away, well away from Devin, right? Because they feeling some kind of way, because I mean they really cheated. That was some really dirty ass shit. If you think about it, this man had two drugs in the system, and people are still rooting for him. That's how bad the Haneys are down right now, man. They done found two goddamn steroids in this man's system, and they still rooting for Ryan, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Shit done got really bad out here in these boxing streets, bro. He says, nah, bro. He says you get your lick back. Yeah, exactly. He said that's luck. That's law. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Of DC Worldwide Media. He says, nah, bro. He said that's law. He says, we take back to the hood days. Yeah, yeah. I didn't. I wasn't rocking with that at all, bro. As a matter of fact, I think I had it queued up. Let me see. See, I had it queued up, man. This what's going on, PGH Big Dog. I wanted Dev to say, "Fuck yeah, let's run it back." Well, let me finish reading your comment though, DC. He says, "If you lost a fight, you run that back." Yeah, he said you lose. He says you lose again, you leave it alone, right? He said, but you got to run that fade back. Exactly. When you used to go out there when you was in kindergarten, and somebody a kid threw sand in your eye, you ran home crying, and your daddy turn your ass around. You go back and you go throw sand in his eye. And you whip his ass too. On top of that, right? That's what your daddy did. That's why dad is important. See, you got a lot of pussy ass niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? Because they never had a daddy to turn them around to go grab that sand and throw, what I'm saying, whip that dude ass in the sandbox that was bullying them and stuff. And Dev, I'm just surprised that he's taking this route, because he definitely got a case for a rematch. And I think Dev would do better in a rematch, because what I'm saying, he wouldn't be souped up. Ryan don't have the discipline to train for stamina. What I'm saying, he only relies on his power, and that's the only way he can win, because he don't have the patience. What I'm saying, to win a 12 round boxing match. He got to go in there. He only has enough attention himself. Ryan himself says he's got ADD, HDD, or however that shit go. So I don't think he has the discipline to like really fight. A 12 round situation. What I'm saying, where he gonna be able to win, and. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed by that. But let me cue this up. What Devin had to say on this little interview here, y'all. Let me see. And yeah, this is my shit right here. Let's see. I don't know why I can never get it in the screen like I want to. But yeah, let me see if y'all can see that. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, y'all can see it. So this is what Devin had to say. It's only like a little minute clip thing here.
Drive more interest in a rematch between the two of you.
Yeah.
How interested are you in getting back in there with him again?
Honestly, I'm not too interested in it. During the build up, we've seen a lot of interesting things from him. We've seen his character. We've seen the guy cheat. We see the type of person that he is. Um, I don't see myself ever getting back in the ring. But I'm I'm a fighter. I'm speaking, right now with how I feel. But we never know what the future holds.
Hypothetically, though, what kind of assurances would you need if there was interest in doing this fight?
I don't know. We have to see down the line. But as of right now, it wouldn't be a fight that I would really entertain. Like I said, this guy showed his character. He showed that he would do anything to win, including cheat. And that's just reality. Um,
I mean, do y'all agree with that? I mean that would be the number one reason why I would want to get back in there to really, what I'm saying, get on his ass. I mean, seriously, I mean, he's got to cycle off that shit, whatever the cycle period is off that stuff. So really, I wouldn't even give a damn. Tell you the truth, I'd be like Deontay Wilder. I'd be wanting to get on his ass for sure. You know what I'm saying? I might even go get on some shit myself, and we'd just be two steroid monsters going at it, my brother. It just be is what it is. He says, damn shame there's so much Haney hate, isn't it? Isn't it though? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Coach Eddie?
Hey, good morning, Paul. What's happening, my brother?
Oh, nothing much. Ain't this a mess, man? You got Tank and Carissa Shields, Tank calling Carissa Shields Joanna man, and just so many emotions. Just taking it. People just being opportunists when a fighter's down. Taking this opportunity to humiliate him as much as possible when you see the circumstances wasn't right. So, like, is there any integrity in boxing anymore?
Nah, brother. I mean, it's a shame, man. You can tell when somebody's coming from when they trying to take up for Ryan, because most of the time it's people who like Tank, and they trying to give Tank credit for something that he didn't do, which is beat Devin Haney. The triangle theory does not work. Just because you beat Ryan Garcia doesn't automatically mean that you're going to beat Tank Davis. You got to get in there and you got to fight the fight. At the end of
The
the day,
sad thing is they know that. Most of these guys know that.
yeah, man.
They
Is that
just don't. They just don't like. They just on a visceral level. I'm talking about on a why is it such a visceral? These people, Devin is like, and Bill are the most mild. I mean, if I could think of anybody who's offensive, Conor McGregor is more offensive to me than Bill Haney or Devin or Tyson Fury is more. You know what I'm saying? They're more offensive to me than a Bill Haney or I mean to me Devin them are so mild with their whatever it is people hate them about. It's just not enough for people to have this kind of reaction. I think it's the threat to Tank that, or it's the propaganda against Tank that they hate. They love Tank so much that it transfer into a powerful hate against the Haneys because they dare say anything about Tank. You know what I'm saying? And I understand. You know what I'm saying? People love Tank. I love Tank too, but I don't hate the Haneys because of Tank though. That's just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's like they love Tank so much that they just absolutely just hate Devin. Like they can't even stand him saying anything or Bill saying anything about Tank. And it just shows people are coming out saying they know that they just mad that Ryan got caught. I was like, wow. I mean, I'm like really stunned by that. I'm like, wow. So they don't even care that this man cheated. They don't care. It's like good for Ryan. They still talking about Devin is scared for the rematch, and even though Ryan said that he don't want the rematch, it's crazy to me, man. What's going on? I mean, are you shocked by this, Coach?
uh to be honest, man, I was pretty shocked with Tank Davis. How he
Mm.
immediately came out and started defending Ryan Garcia. That makes no sense, brother. And just kind of piggyback off what you said about it's possible to be a fan of multiple fighters. You don't just have to pick a side. I don't understand that. No, I like Sugar Ray Leonard. I like Marvin Hagler. I like Thomas Hearn. I like Roberto Duran. I like all those guys. I like Tank. I like Errol Spence. I like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a problem. I
Mm.
had to pick a side. You know what I'm saying? I did like
Right,
I
right.
felt like Terrence Crawford was gonna get the job done because I felt like he was a better fighter, but it wasn't nothing to do with I like Terrence Crawford, therefore I must hate Errol Spence. I don't understand
Right.
like why can't you just enjoy the sport, man? Just enjoy it. Look, you got two fighters, you like both of the guys. Now, when it's time for those guys to fight each other, you got one that you gonna rock with more than the other one. That don't mean that you got to defame the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh
at the
yeah,
end of the day, we every time Tank fight, I'm rooting for Tank. Every time Errol Spence fought, I rooted for him. Every time Terence Crawford fought, I rooted for him. Devin Haney, I rooted for him. I always rooted for him when they fight. Even Shakur, I always rooted for these guys, man. Now when they get to fight each other, then it's a different story. Now you gonna pull for one that you favor over the other one. But we can be a fan
right.
of all these guys without having to be enemies, man.
Yeah, and I agree. PGH Big Dog in the building. He says, definitely should have said he wanted to get his back. He says, but Ryan needs banned from the sport. I agree. I agree. I think anytime these guys, if you're willing to go and cheat, you could like really kill. Cause I don't think Devin would be the same. You changing people's career, you changing their health, you changing that. You only get to live once. And somebody come out there and you remember Nigel being in I think it was Glenn McClellan.
Oh yeah,
Was it McClellan?
Gerald McCullen, right? Yeah,
Gerald,
yeah,
yeah. And you
The G
remember,
man. Yeah, I remember that.
right? And the G Man was unstoppable, y'all. He was like Tank out there. I mean, he was going through. I mean, he beat Julian Jackson. Do y'all understand that? He beat him twice. He beat Julian
Facts.
Jackson twice. The man who was knocking out everybody. You know what I'm saying? And Nigel Ben took his little juiced up ass up in there, and he hurt this man for life. This man is fucked up to this day. I'm talking about
Yep.
staring up at the ceiling and shit, all fucked up, folded up, because what this man did to him in the ring. And then Nigel Ben, how I know that he's juiced because he fell out, so he had to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Before cause they supposed to piss you after the fight, but he gonna faint and fall out, so he didn't have to piss. You know what I'm saying? Like he was really trying to trick everybody. Everybody knew what time it was. It's like, man, and then because think about it, look how he recuperated. I mean, G Man knocked his ass out the ring, bro. I mean, his ass was hanging damn near into the first row. He was beating his
Facts.
ass. But this man somehow recovered from that. You know what I'm saying? To come back to beat the G Man. I'm just telling you, this juice got to go. This juice got to go,
Yeah.
man. You know, Tyson Fury knocked into submission, taking a nap. You know what I'm saying? Wake up from taking a dirt nap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he went and saw Jesus and everything. Came back to beat Deontay Wilder. He never fights anybody like that besides Deontay Wilder. He only has that kind of energy and that kind of recovery ability against Deontay Wilder. Nobody ever mentions that. He always looks like hot trash against everybody else. So it's like, bro, we
Exactly.
got to stop. We got to stop lying to ourselves, coach. It's like they act like they don't watch
That's right.
boxing. They act like they don't see the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see a motherfucker and his power increases, you see, I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You could be sharp, you could be super sharp, but if a motherfucker power just all of a sudden just jump off the chart, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been watching these guys for years, so we know what they fight like. You know what I'm saying? We know
Yeah.
if Devin would have went out there and knocked that Ryan, wouldn't you think nobody wouldn't have been saying nothing? I'm telling you, if he just would have
Oh,
went out there and starched Ryan.
they would have been
Hmm.
saying
Go ahead, coach.
snack, snack. They would be saying snack, snack. He on snack, snickety snack, 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 snack. That's all you would have heard. Everybody would be saying snack,
Yeah.
snack, snack, snack. That's it.
And they would be right too, cause I would have been saying snack too, cause I was like, hell no. I would have been the first one talking about hell to no, he ain't nowhere in the world he went out there and just knocked him out cold like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought like the micro dosing over years, it takes time, what I'm saying, to
Right,
get into your system if you don't want to just go out there and start Mike Tyson and motherfuckers, you want to kind of like slowly get it into your repertoire of fights, right? You know what I'm saying? And
right.
oh man, Devin, he gaining weight. He's starting to like pick up a little power, that kind of thing instead of just be
Hmm.
smart about it. But if he would have went out there and he would have like Falumaloom Ryan, I would have been the first one to say something ain't right, bro. So Ryan going out there now, he could hurt Dev. Could he hurt Dev? Yeah, I think so. I think he could hurt Dev, but the way he was hurting Dev in this, it's like he was a damn a cruiserweight power, a super middleweight power The way he was hitting Dev, like he wasn't shit. The way he was handling Dev. And I'm not saying Dev is like the strongest person, but he is a dedicated athlete. And if you're
Right.
strong, you don't have to have punching power to have strength in your body. That's different. It's different to have body strength, you know what I'm saying, and then having punching power. Now
Right.
Ryan was handling him like he was a child, like he was a grown man versus a child. I mean, when they locked up, you could see Ryan how he was just dogging him and shit, how he was pushing him down and shit, and his legs were gone. And it was this man. This man knew what he was doing, man. It's like he orchestrated a beatdown off of Juice, and we just gotta admit that. You know, what I'm saying, I just see so many people happy that this man got beat down. See, there's a segment of the population that really want black guy fighters to be humble. And they don't care if other black fighters humble them. They don't care. They just want to see them that like when Deontay Wilder, they got a statue in England of Tyson Fury knocking down Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? So there's nobody else they have a rivalry like that against. You know, you think of Usyk, you know what I'm saying? If Tyson what's his name? Tyson Fury knock out Usyk, they're gonna have a statue of Usyk, you know what I'm saying, getting knocked down or Usyk knocking down. No, they only do that shit when it's black fighters and shit. Cause they want to
But
keep us under wraps.
you know
Go
what
ahead.
though, just to kind of piggyback off that though, you know, we do it to ourselves too, because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you Tank act just like Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna flip it like this. When Anthony Joshua got his butt cooked by Andy Ruiz, who was up celebrating? Deontay Wilder. That's a fact. Oh, I know he wasn't nothing. Blah blah blah. He went on a whole crusade of celebrating
Yeah, but
Anthony
look at
Joshua getting his
but
butt
this is
kicked. You know
why
what I'm saying?
but
Same
this is
thing,
why
Tyson.
the
Yeah, go ahead.
hold on, you conflating because what happened was AJ took, remember in 2018, AJ and Eddie Hearn took Deontay Wilder up through there, bro. It's like he was trying to get that fight and they fucked him over, bro. They act like they wanted to fight for like a whole year. Took him up through there, telling them Anthony Joshua, telling him if he had $50 million, he would fight him. So they came up with $50 million. They came up with another excuse: the money ain't real, even though they knew the money was real. You know what I'm saying? So Deontay Wilder, he was happy because all the heavyweight belts, all them belts AJ got, they denied all those champions that fought AJ. They denied the fight with Deontay Wilder first. So they gave AJ the opportunity to get the belts. And see, that should have been Deontay Wilder with all them belts.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why
Now,
Deontay Wilder was that's why he was pissed because he's supposed to have fought Prince Charles and got that easy IBF belt. He's supposed to have fought Parker, but they wouldn't fight Deontay Wilder. That's why he was pissed with AJ because he got the belts before he was ready, you know
now
what I'm saying, to fight
I'm,
everybody. Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
I know the same about Deontay Wilder. I ain't gonna be on him too long. Cause we get back on Devin Haney, but just to revisit that, Deontay Wilder had an opportunity to fight Vladimir Klitschko. His handler, which Shelly Finkel, said we don't want that
No,
fight yet.
Sheriff Finkel told him. Sheriff Finkel said he wasn't making that fight because them was both of his fighters. He wasn't making that fight because both of them
But
was a fighter. Plus,
he also said in quotation marks. He said in quotation marks, Deontay Wilder's a baby champion. We're not ready to take that match, that fight, that leap yet. Secondly, the money per Shelly Finkel, that the $120 million that he got offered 3-fight deal, that was real money per
yeah,
Shelly
but they
Finkel.
didn't.
But they turned
But
it
it
down. So
wasn't a guarantee. They didn't
no, no,
guarantee
no,
him AJ.
we can't
Hold
do
on,
that, brother.
listen. Yeah, they didn't guarantee. See, he wanted to fight AJ. They just want to sign him. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference
That,
between just like they did Demetrius Andrade. They signed him, but they didn't give him Canelo or Triple G. They just kept
no,
him
sir.
over there. That's what.
That's incorrect.
Oh my God,
It was a 3-fight deal.
bro!
One of them was
They did not
hold
give.
on.
They did
Let
not.
me finish, brother. Let me finish,
AJ
please.
AJ was not signed to the zone. Then he was
It was
not
a three
signed to
fight.
the zone. He was signed under Matchroom. So
It
they
was a
was
three
not
fight deal.
guaranteed AJ.
It's a 3-fight deal.
No, it was
Three for
$120 million or something like
three
that.
fights. For 3 fights. And
No,
two of
they
those fights were the one fight with AJ and the second
No,
fight with
bro.
AJ.
You
In the
go
20
back.
in the
Go
first
do
fight
your.
was a voluntary.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor, Coach. Go do your research, and
I
you
already
can see
have.
where. Go ahead, and Deontay Wilder said they did not promise him AJ in that deal. He walked out. They treated him like he was a bum when he walked into the meeting. Go back. It's a whole thing on it, bro. When he went in there, and they treated him like garbage. You know what I'm saying? And then they didn't even offer him AJ. That's all he wanted. That's when he
Oh,
went in
now,
there. That's the only thing he wanted was AJ. That's it.
now
You know what I'm saying?
I got a
They wouldn't.
question for you. Make this make sense to me now. Cause like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on Deontay Wilder. 'Cause that's emotional for a lot of people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying. But it's a 3 fight deal.
I mean, boxing is a passionate
It was
sport.
a 3 fight
Go ahead,
deal. The first $20 million was supposed to be for a voluntary of his choosing. Whoever Deontay Wilder was
bro.
gonna pick, they said they're gonna give it $20 million. Whoever you want to fight. The last 2 fights were $250 million fights. One with AJ
Go to
and the second one with
go to
AJ.
78. Go to 78 channel.
I can't
He
go
got
with
the
7, 8. They
interviews
too
with
biased,
Deontay.
bro.
No,
They're
no,
not
no. Listen,
objective,
listen,
man.
listen, 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 Coach. Just go. He got the interviews with Deontay Wilder. He'll walk you through the interviews himself on the deal. You won't have to worry about no news sources. Deontay Wilder will tell you himself. You know what I'm saying? I watched all the interviews with the champ. And the champ,
Well, well,
do you think Deontay Wilder didn't want to fight AJ, or AJ didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder?
I think it was the politics got in the way. I don't think it was. They're not scared of either one of them.
No,
Both of them can knock each
this,
other out.
I mean, just
You know,
think
I
about
think
it. Just think about it. Just think about it. Who's been avoiding that fight?
hey man, I don't really
AJ
want
or no? I'm just
look, man.
saying you don't want to answer. Just what you
No,
think. Just tell
I
me what
mean,
you
I'm
think.
not answering the question. Every time I try to get something out, it's like I can say this. I don't want to do. I
Come
don't
on,
want to go
man.
down this
Don't
road
make this
because
personal. Don't make this personal. You know what
no,
I'm
I don't
saying?
want to
Just
go down
answer
this
the
road
question.
because as soon as I say something about Deontay Wilder, it's like people just lose their mind, man.
No,
The fight,
it's fake information, bro. That's what I'm telling you. You coming up here saying that man could have fought AJ and he tried everything for a whole year. I was there.
no,
That's
hold
why I'm
on, no,
pissed with AJ.
no, this is why you try to justify the point that
Man, get this nigga up off here, man. This nigga here getting on my fucking nerve. Get the fuck up out of here, man. Get your ass up out of here. Anyway, so what's going on, Slim?
It was good, man. I was gonna come in this bitch and set the record straight for real, man.
Right. I'm
Definitely.
like, what?
Uh,
I mean, come on now. That man was trying to fight AJ and that's why Deontay Wilder don't like him because this man stood behind Eddie Hearn and with all that bullshit that they put out there since 2018, and now now this okay. They're supposed to be fighting after this Zhang fight, right? Watch some bullshit come up because now they don't waited till this man got old. Now they trying to goddamn get in the ring. I mean, he should have. I mean, I can't stand AJ, bro. If anybody's been on my channel for a while, I can't stand that nigga, man. It's like that nigga we could have had one of the greatest heavyweight fights. But he didn't. He even said he didn't want to. He wasn't ready to fight Deontay. How do these people not know this shit? It's like we follow this shit every day. You know what I'm saying, for like the past fucking 5 years, and these people still coming up with this bullshit. AJ said he wasn't ready to lose, nigga. Like he didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, bro. I'm like, I just can't stand when motherfuckers come in here trying to twist the narrative.
nah, that's
This is
facts. But that $100 million contract that everybody love referring to, like you said, that shit didn't guarantee Anthony Joshua. So
right.
why the
Didn't
fuck would
get
he take it?
everybody. I'm just saying, everybody knows that shit. But when people come in here start telling me something it was for a 3 fight deal, like, bro, where you get that shit from? The reason why Deontay Wilder didn't sign the contract is because they didn't guarantee him AJ. It's like, bro, what the boy? I mean, bro, that I don't like when people come with that fake ass shit, bro. It's like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's like they have to bring me. They're gonna bring the old me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't let me get into that boxing nerd shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, come on now. It's like, stop playing with me, man. It's like, some people just don't like certain fighters and they don't give a fuck. They will go with the narrative and they will make up a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't like that, bro. You know goddamn well AJ been fucking anybody who been in boxing knows that AJ been dodging Deontay Wilder for years. It's
Facts.
like there's no doubt about it. It's like, but they would come up with this narrative, like, I'm like, bro, come on, stop, bro. I mean, it's a certain fighters that I don't like with the fake shit is Canelo, fucking Deontay, Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? AJ, all that bullshit that's around those guys. They
But
know who they didn't want to fight, and I mean, come on, man. It's like
he
you
asked
you
that
hate
man.
Deontay.
I was gonna say he asked that man Deontay for 50 million. They came up with the 50 million. Then Eddie Hearn on his own, all this on record. Eddie Hearn started asking for proof of funds and all this bullshit. And then he got
Right.
on camera.
Talking about the money wasn't real. And this nigga act like
Yeah,
he don't remember none
exactly.
of that shit. That's
And
like, don't
then
come up here with that disingenuous ass shit. It's
the
like, man,
same
I
nigga that
can't
asked
stand a
him,
motherfucker like that. I'm
and the
sorry,
same
y'all.
nigga
I'm
he was
sorry.
talking
Like
about the
they got
proof
me
of
cussing this
funds with.
morning.
He was talking to Blue Blood about the proof of funds. He said that shit to this nigga face, and then Blue Blood come and ask this nigga the same question. Like, okay, so what's up about the proof of funds? Why, like, everybody want to know why you want to, you know what I'm saying, see proof of funds and all this. And then he, to the same nigga face, he lied straight to Blue Blood face and was like, I never asked to see a proof of funds. Like, what?
Right. I mean, it was so much little bullshit like that where you could tell they didn't want to fight, and weren't even thinking about that damn fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can see how they got the belts that they wasn't trying to fight Deontay Wilder. They never want that WBC belt. They never asked for that fight. You know what I'm saying? They wanted them other little bullshit uh, uh belts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because Anthony Joshua even said he wasn't ready to fight Wilder maybe in 1 or 2, 3 years and shit down the road, and shit he can't lose right now. He kept saying all that weak ass shit, man. It's like, man, get out of here with that bullshit, man. You know what? I'm gonna just have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been too fucking nice. I've been too goddamn nice in these streets, and they think they can come up here and get that shit off. No, nigga, I've been here forever. I have been here forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. I've been here forever following this shit. So you can't get that shit off on me, nigga. I read the articles. I was there. I saw the interviews. So, don't come here trying to get off that bullshit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
Shit.
happening. So he said, same fight, different rounds. Says, say, man, he says, don't stop that BS about Ryan when Canelo on another of these motherfuckers stopped popping dirty. Yeah, Ryan was wrong if it's true, but what happened to Fury, Canelo, and others, motherfucker, mad because Dev got beat. I don't think that's what it is. Same fight, different round. That ain't what it is. What it is that motherfuckers are celebrating, and they, I mean, after the fact, motherfuckers are saying that they don't care that Ryan cheated. That's what people are pissed off about. Yeah, people are mad that Devin got beat, but yeah, but that's just a personal thing, because you like him as a fighter, right? But it's one thing to like Devin as a fighter, but it's another thing to hate the man, even though you know the man cheated against him. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference, saying that you dislike this man so much that even if this man, this man got an extra advantage in the fight, even though he was already stronger than Dev or whatever, he came in 3 pounds over. He had all these advantages, and people like, well, Dev should just accept getting pieced up. He should just accept getting his ass whipped, accept the ass whipping. Come on, bro. What kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you hate that man that much that you mean you don't give a fuck that he got cheated? You know what I'm saying? And then the man got he got tested positive for 2 different things in the system. People saying if it's true, I mean, come on, man, what's going on? Am I living in a twilight zone in this motherfucker? What's going on? This is
And then he not
since
even
said that.
trying to. I was gonna say he ain't trying to defend his innocence either, because he not asking them, he not paying them to fucking test the B sample either. So shit.
But homeboy, let me see. Okay, you say Dev couldn't handle that power, and he was catching Dev with
Oh
that left
shit.
hook all night. So hold on, it's the way that Dev could have dealt with Ryan and still beat him. What? Beat
Well,
him? The juice definitely had to go. Is that? Wait a minute, bro. You wait a minute. Come on now. Listen to that statement, bro. I mean, the juice got to go, so the juice ain't got nothing to do with it. The weight ain't got nothing to do with how Dev got dealt with in that fight. It was just that Dev had holes in his defense, and this man's stamina was trash. Ryan's stamina was trash, but he had all this power from this juice and shit, bro. He had all this extra speed and shit from this juice. I mean, what are y'all talking about? It's like, come on, man, use your common sense. This ain't got nothing to do with the love for Dev. This got everything to do with the sport of boxing, bro. You know, Roy Jones Jr., when he was doing fucking steroids, he's a super athlete already. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker already got speed. What you think juicing gonna do? That shit gonna boost that shit. That's why Dev couldn't get out the way of that damn left, because that motherfucker was supersonic that night. Y'all seen how Ryan was whipping that goddamn left hook? That shit was not natural. I mean, that shit was like on another level. I mean, that nigga couldn't see that shit, man. That boy was hyped up, and you seen how aggressive he was. Come on, I mean, come on, man. Y'all know better than that. Y'all, we got to do better. The Kega says, AJ a coward when it comes to what I'm trying to tell folks. That's what infuriates me to hear good boxing fans out here. You know, saying because of their bias. You know, saying they just don't give a fuck. You know, it's like damn, they'll just say whatever they feel, man. It's like, come on, man. Y'all know that nigga always been scared of damn Deontay. But Deontay Wilder got that old nigga spirit. Like that nigga would work himself from sun up to sundown. He's one of them leaders that, you know what I'm saying, when you in the cut and things, you know, down, you know what I'm saying, that nigga always, you know, he's just a pure soldier, you know. Uh, he's a pure soldier, bro. It's like people don't, I mean, you don't recognize that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like we gotta have some respect on these guys' name, man. It's like, come on. He said, yeah, I mean, hey, you come from where I come from, KG. I'm like, I can't stand AJ because of that whole period of him, you know, just stringing Wilder along. And I'm thinking we're gonna get this great fight. And of course, Wilder, you know, enjoyed the fact that he didn't even really say much about him getting out Andy Ruiz. One thing about Wilder, he's very respectful. You know what I'm saying? All these other guys be spiteful as shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially this little 135 pounder group. You know, so they're very petty as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson, even Tank. You know, Tank is really petty and shit. He arguing with fucking Carissa Shields and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Calling her Joanna man. I'm like, bro. You know what I'm saying? People are really upset about that. I mean, I hate that. Why would you go there, bro? With Carissa Shields, knowing that that's like some emotionally abusive shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I see if she had said something. You know how women take it to the extreme. That's like some how women hit you like below the belt. You know what I'm saying? On some soft shit, like you know what I'm saying? Like like you may do something to your girl or something, and shit. That's why your mama dead. You know, it'll be like some extreme shit. You'd be like, wait a minute, that don't match, you know what I'm saying, the fuckery that we going through here. You're like, I might hit you with a little something and you're gonna call her Joanna man. You know what I'm saying? Just because she said that she thinks Shakur Stevenson, you know what I'm saying, could deal with him or give him a hard time. So or back in Dev, that's no reason for you to call her Joanna man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's too much, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You could do what you want to do as a grown man, but it's just some things men don't do, you know, towards women, right? And maybe that's my era. This new era don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? This new era will fuck you up, and they're emotional just like women, and so they'll say anything that comes to their fucking mind to destroy you, right? Which is a no from my generation of men. You know, so you don't just say some fuck shit, you know, say to a woman to try to hurt her, right? That means you got a tampon in too, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all wearing tampons to me. You know what I'm saying? So Clarissa Shields wearing tampon and Tank Davis wearing tampons. So to me, he's showing, you know what I'm saying, he leaking, you know what I'm saying, this month. And it's real bad, bro. Do you hate Devin that much? It's like, why don't y'all just get in the ring, figure it out? You go knock out Devin, you know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all have a rematch. You knock him out again, or he beats you in a boxing match. It don't matter. Let's get it in the ring. Stop with all this showing who you are, man. It's like, because it's not looking good. It's not looking good. He says the kicker says he says Wilder going to beat Zane in June, Jared in August, and AJ in December. If he hopefully he'll make it past those guys, because you know it depends on how he's taking it. I think if Deontay Wilder focus, I think if he like really tries hard and get himself together, he should be able to get his timing back. And I think he'll take out those two guys. Um, DC World or Wild Media says Wilder really wasn't ready at the time, though, Coach. He says he would have gotten beaten badly. Klitschko was seasoned. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, man. The dude, they were under the same guy. Wilder wanted that fight. Wilder wanted that fight. You know what I'm saying? But Klitschko didn't want to fight Wilder. He wanted to fight AJ because he saw AJ, he could beat AJ. And he thought AJ didn't have the confidence. You know what I'm saying? Klitschko, I mean, he might have beat Wilder. I don't know. But Wilder might have knocked his ass out. I don't know. But he wasn't that serious at the time. If AJ could beat Klitschko, Wilder could have knocked his ass out because Klitschko was slipping at the time. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the same Klitschko. He wasn't the same sharp motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was still good. Don't get me wrong. But look, the man was 40 years old. He was 40 years old at the time. So yeah, Wilder was a pup. But I mean, he still had that athletic speed, and he had that strong right hand. If he would have hit Klitschko ass and shit, he would have knocked Klitschko ass out. I believe that. I could be wrong, but they were under the same manager, so that's why they didn't fight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep trying to make it look like Wilder tried to Wilder never ducked anybody, yo. I mean, if he went for a 6'9" monster, why the fuck would he try to dodge Klitschko? You know what I'm saying? That shit don't make no sense. He says the Casanova pugilist, he says pure delusion in this chat. And bro, let me figure out what he's saying first. He says the KG says Wilder and Zane now the main event. Now the main event. It's like it's be some crazy motherfuckers out here, man. What's going on, JB?
What's going
Like, he
on,
motherfucker
Paul?
pissing me off this morning, man. You know I don't usually get they getting
Right.
on my goddamn nerves this morning. They getting on my goddamn nerves this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what you got? You've been seeing what's going on, man. With Dev finally spoke out, and he said he don't want the rematch. Then you got Clarissa Shields, and Tank Davis going back and forth, just because Clarissa Shields, I think, supporting Devin and saying it could supporting Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? Is over, giving Tank trouble, and Tank calling her Joanna man. You know what I'm saying? What is going on with these kids? What's going on with them? What Devin not wanting to get his rematch? Tank, you know what I'm saying, talking shit to women and stuff like that. What's going on, JB? Explain it to me, sir.
Well,
Please.
when this PED test came out a couple of days ago, Ryan Garcia said he wasn't going to give Devin Haney no rematch. So I think this it's like a little tit for tat with Devin. He already heard Ryan say he ain't going to give him a rematch. So when he does the interview, he's saying he's not going to give him a rematch. So I think it's a little bit of tit for tat. But that's a fight that should happen. I don't know if it'd probably be the next fight for either fighter. I think Ryan going to get suspended, number one, at least 6 months, unless he can produce some evidence of his innocence. I heard that he requested a B sample. Let's see if he actually went through the proper channels and protocol. You got to call VADA and ask them to release the B sample. Don't get on Twitter saying you asking them to release the B sample. You requested them to release the B sample. Actually go through the protocol to get the B sample released, and then we can see what's going on. But very, very rarely does the B sample come back different than the A sample. And then another thing he's saying it's a setup, it's an inside job. So if it's a setup and an inside job, why would you request a B sample for the people that's setting you up? It's an inside job. So you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. If you're saying it's a setup and an inside job, why are you requesting a B sample? Because it's obviously going to come back positive if it's set up. If VADA's setting you up and it's an inside job, somebody inside VADA trying to bring you down, then they're going, then the B sample's going to come back positive, just like the A sample, if it's an inside job. So I don't understand him saying that, number one. I think he's looking real guilty out here. But let's see when all the evidence comes out, man, what is, if he's innocent or guilty. But it's not looking good so far.
But do people understand the implication of what Ryan did? Do they get the full effect? It's almost like a street revenge. It's a petty ass thing to take steroids or PEDs to get the edge and then come in 3 pounds overweight. Do they understand how egregious this is? You know what I'm saying? This is almost like a hit. This is almost like a hit. Like somebody put money down, a contract to take you out, bro. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand how bad this is because you got one guy going by the rules. He strained himself down to make 140. One guy didn't even try. You know, so one guy You know what I'm saying? Went out there and evil on top of that, he went and took illegal drugs and stuff to power up against you. And then people are still saying they're happy about the shit. I mean, that just it boggles my mind that people like really still talking about Devin defense and shit. Got holes in it when this man done went in. Do you understand what I'm saying, JB?
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy how people trying to they trying to deflect. They talking about, well, they had nothing to do with him getting hit with them left hooks and getting caught with right hands. They had nothing to do with PEDs. He got hurt in the first 30 seconds of the first round. He never was the same. He tried to fight back like a true warrior, but he wasn't the same after that first shot he took 30 seconds in. What that shot would have had the same effect on Devin Haney if the man wasn't on PEDs. That's what people need to ask themselves. They want to make all these excuses. They don't, they so-called experts of boxing. Oh man, it wouldn't have made no difference. How you know it wouldn't have made no difference? You know what I'm saying? The man has been knocking guys out. See, another thing people don't understand. If he is guilty, this is probably not the first time he been using that. He just the first time he got caught. He been using that, man. You see the type of knockouts he had over his career. He's not the most muscular guy, but that's not always, a reason for you to be a knockout artist. Look at Wilder. He's not a muscular guy too, but he's one of the hardest knockout artists in boxing history. So that's not always revealing if the guy's big or if the guy's swollen, nothing like that. But it just seems like when you watch his career, man, early on, man, he was more of a boxer. If you watch Ryan Garcia, it was like the last maybe 10 fights, he started developing this one hit or quarter type of power. So, yeah, that's another thing people need to really think about when they talk about Ryan Garcia, man. He it's not. He need to prove his innocence. I'm not gonna say he's guilty, but he need to prove his innocence. It ain't looking good, man. It's not
But
looking
why
good.
not? I mean, if the thing say, okay, if the thing say I got goddamn kryptonite in my fucking blood, and I never been to goddamn Krypton, god damn it.
Yeah.
It said if it say I got kryptonite, now how the hell did kryptonite get in my system? You know what I'm saying? How did
Yep.
plutonium and kryptonite get in my system if I never been to goddamn Plutonia or Utah, wherever the hell plutonium is? God damn it! And how shit end up in my system? Oh, you might be innocent. No, nigga, you are guilty. You know what I'm saying? You are
Yeah.
guilty. Unless you Superman, nigga, you are
Yeah.
guilty. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's my thing, because none of that should be in your system, bro. If you got weed in your system and cocaine, guess what? God damn it, mm-hmm,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
So
Yep.
my thing is, what people be talking about? Oh, if he's guilty, bro, he tested positive. What the hell y'all talking about? It's
Yep.
like, bro, don't they're talking about if he, bro, you don't test positive shit you don't do. You know what I'm saying? That's not in your system, right?
Yep.
And all this, they rather believe all these conspiracy theories. The mafia or the Illuminati put something in his tea. Well, that's bullshit, bro. That's just
Yep.
you trying to muddy the waters. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Dev is a clean fighter. He tried to do things the right way, right?
Yep.
Um, I mean, do we rehydrate up? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they do that. The other fighter can rehydrate up too. See what I'm saying? The other fighter can rehydrate up too. So I mean, it just depends on what the goal is, right? But doing PEDs, that's a big difference, bro. I mean, when somebody hits you when they've been training got the effects, your muscles can recover and you can gain more power, more stamina and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They got one for stamina, one for stripping down weight and still keeping your power. Come on, man. Y'all stop. Y'all know this shit. I mean, we've been watching this shit for years. And it's like people trying to act like, what I'm saying, they don't know that PEDs help you in these fights physically. Did you see how big Ryan was, bro? How muscular that dude was, man. That dude looked like a damn Saiyan up in there. He looked like Goku. Big
Yeah.
neck,
Never.
you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? hmm
Yep. Yep.
I'm talking about
Yep.
he
You're
he
right.
was huge. He looked like a pit bull up in that thing, man.
Yep.
Hey, you seen how he walked to the ring with confidence? That them PEDs, you have that extra swag, bro. He didn't even care that he got hit. You know what I'm saying? He could take a punch to give a punch. That's why he was punching the way he was punching. What's going on, Ramon and Carolyn Jones? What's happening, bro? I'm just like these people. Like, what the hell? I was like, this starting to feel like the old days. Like, oh
Yeah.
my God, what's going on, Bruce? Boxing, Jazz and more. What's going on, brother? You know what I'm saying? He says there's something called false positive. He said I'm going to wait till I pass a false positive. God damn it! How the hell you gonna have nandrolone in your system? How you gonna test false positive for that? Bruce. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna test positive for what's that shit, oxygen in your
Yeah,
system? How is that
Oscar
going?
ring. Yeah,
Right? How is that gonna test false positive for shit that ain't supposed to even be in your system? Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, Bruce. But ain't that that person. I understand what you saying. That you're gonna sit out or whatever, and just many factors. Okay, like you think somebody put something in his drink or something. You think somebody poured something in his drink or put something in his food. You know what I'm saying? So he could test like that. That's the only way I can see what you're saying. How you're gonna wait? I mean, if shit's in your system, it's a problem. It's a problem if it's in your system, and it's just what I'm saying. I don't see how people just don't. I mean, I ain't saying I want it to be that way. I'm just saying the man tested positive and they came out with it. Say it wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, I do believe people do put shit in the water. I do believe that. I've seen where motherfuckers be dizzy and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't themselves when they come out to the to box. I've seen Aaron Pryor with little stuff in the black bottle. We've seen things in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not beyond the realm of possibility. But come on now, let's use our common sense. Sometimes things are right there in front of you. It ain't got. It don't need no conspiracy either, Bruce. Some things it just is what it is too. You know what I'm saying? That's just it is. Sometimes it's like that. Jamal Robinson said these dudes know goddamn well Ryan was juicing false positive minds. Boy, this little here conversation, boy. This we ain't even talking about the goddamn Canelo. I mean, this shit here is so crazy is that we haven't even talked about. I can't even remember who Canelo fighting. He's so insignificant. Jaime Magia, right?
Yeah,
Um,
this
he
situation overshadowed the fight. Really, it came out.
right.
It came out Monday or Tuesday. I forgot when this story came out, but it's just an overshadowed fight week of a big fight. This is one of the big names in boxing. Canelo. He fights on Cinco de Mayo, and he fights on Michigan Independence Day. He pretty much owned them 2 dates,
Mm-hmm.
so it's always a big fight. But it's just this here and the overshadowed. Another thing that Ryan Garcia, I heard him say. He said that if I was guilty of this test, why would I? He said, I took all the tests and I passed all the tests. I only failed the test the day of the fight and the day after the fight. He said that's why he's saying it's a setup. But the problem is, it don't matter if you did test negative all
But
the
you
way
don't
up
get you don't
to
get you
the
don't
day
get the
of, the day
results right
after.
away.
Yeah, you're not gonna get you're not getting. There you go. Yeah, you hit it right on the nail right there.
You're
Yeah, you're
not
not
gonna
gonna
get the
get the
results right away. See,
yeah,
that's
right
that
away.
bullshit I'm talking about. That's that bullshit people be. They be trying anything to try to muddy the waters, to muddy up, clog up people thinking. Right? You're not gonna get it. It's not like like you just get the results. Like if you take a diabetes test or something and put the blood in, and it's okay. Ding 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 ding. This is your level or whatever. No,
Yeah,
bro. No, they got. There's all kind of masking agents.
there you go.
They
There
got
you
to
go.
cut. They got to cut through this. These fighters be taking everything, man, to cover up what the hell they done. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Microdose and this. They got to follow that shit. If you take a hair sample, what I'm saying, from your hair and stuff, that shit gonna tell it all, bro. 6 months back, what the hell you done in your body? He says these damn excuses for Ryan is crazy. So the man said he was using drugs the whole press conference. I mean, I don't know if it's just that the delusion, the hate for Devin, it just makes people just want to believe everything, man. I mean, and like I was saying before, I've never seen a duo in boxing that was just this hated. I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, he talked a lot of shit. So what? Ali talked a lot of shit. Um, Tyson Fury. I mean, he was more infuriating than anybody. But I just don't understand why they so special. Is it a Muslim? Because they're a Muslim, uh, saying couple. I mean, I think his dad converted too. Is it because they Muslim or something? I don't get it, bro. I really don't understand why they hate them so much. Just maybe it's because the shit that they did to Tank. Maybe that's why people are so set against them the way they are, and it's just kind of crazy, man. I'm just like, bro, come on, it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? For this man to take a beating against a steroid monster, bro, come on, man. We got to do better than this. As boxing fans, we the hardcore boxing fans, so we should be leading the way as far as the rules of boxing and what's fair in boxing. We should know better than anybody that this shit is not cool. This is not cool at all. He says Devin came across very well in ESPN interview, and some people still, you know, hey man, they let you know how much they hate when they say they just mad Ryan got caught, bro. That still blows me, bro. That blows my fucking mind when they say they just mad that Ryan got caught. That tells you everything you need to know right there, bro. I was like, this is a kid that you would like to date your daughter. That's how nice Dev is. Some of y'all fucking kids out there, I wouldn't want nowhere near my damn kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of your fucking kids out there, you know what I'm saying? But Dev is one of them motherfucking nice. I mean, he might be a front, you know, so I might have to, I got my piece. I got my piece. You know what I'm saying? But but he seemed like this just a cool, great kid, you know what I'm saying? Impressionable? Yes. Very impressionable. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
he's still trying to find, how you want to be cool or saying, getting all the jewelry and shit, and instead of just being yourself. Dev looked like he's a prep type kid. He don't seem like he's flashy hood type dude. He's respectful. He's somebody that's gonna call you sir when you come to the house. He ain't for to go in your fucking refrigerator and try to get a beer or nothing. He gonna ask you first. You know what I'm saying? He gonna ask to take your daughter out type things. Instead of trying to wait around the building for it to come out. You know what I'm saying? Sneak through the window and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dev ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all see that. Y'all see the swag. Y'all just hate it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just hated that boy, this guy that like that. He's an honorable kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that kid, god damn it.
hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just sitting here thinking about this whole situation. I'm kind of like trying to connect the dots here. When you look at this in a holistic view, Ryan Garcia, number one, he don't have a strength and conditioning coach. I don't think he had one. If he does, it's low key. He don't have a strength and conditioning coach. So it's one. So I don't see, maybe a strength conditioning coach giving him something that he didn't know. He just took it on good faith. So that's out the window. I don't see that the case. And
Right.
then we got to look at where he came from. Derek James is his trainer, but when he was originally had the same. I don't know if that was his first trainer, but I know a few years ago his trainer was Eddie Reynoso. And you look at the fighters up under Eddie Reynoso. Canelo Alvarez popped dirty. Oscar Valdez popped dirty. Ryan Garcia pops dirty. So that's why I go back to saying that I don't believe this is Ryan Garcia's first time using it. He just his first time getting caught. He was doing a good job before this fight of taking those masking agents like you said to cover it up. But I think this fight got so personal between him and Devin, him and Bill. He told Bill that he's gonna give Bill 3 chances to stop the fight. That's how he was gonna beat his son up that bad. Where Bill would have to throw in the towel. It'd be a wave the white flag type of situation. He kept saying that. He kept saying that, and what kind of damage he was going to do. This, that, and the third.
That should have been
That
a
should have been a
red
red flag.
flag. That
Yep.
should have been a red flag right there.
Yep.
You know
Should have
what
been
I'm
a red
saying?
flag. Yeah, he wanted to win this fight bad. Because his first big fight against Tank Davis, he got beat, knocked out, and stopped and dominated. Outside of a few moments. So this was his second opportunity. He knew if he lost this fight, he probably wouldn't get another. He still could get some good fights, but wouldn't nobody look at him as a guy that has a chance to be a top level fighter, one of the big names in boxing. He might have had the attraction as far as people want to see him fight, huge Instagram following, but he would never been looked at as a top level fighter. So he needed to get this win, and he did it by any means necessary. And just look where he came from, up under Eddie Reynoso. 3 fighters that Eddie Reynoso trained have popped dirty for PEDs. That's just the facts. So people need to look at all that, and then, like I say, he didn't never have a strength and conditioning coach. So he obviously, went somewhere and got the somebody gave him a heads up on it. He read up on it, that it could make him, help him with the stamina, help him more power on his punches, and help him recover quicker, when he does train. So he did that, and now he's gonna have to pay a price, man. So let's see what the B samples. Hopefully, he's sincere in his request of the B sample from Viola, not just out here on Twitter saying that he requested a B sample. We actually need to see the B sample test results.
Well, the kid says he said they're complaining. Dev said he wasn't interested in a rematch right now. He said, "Why the hell would he want a rematch a cheater? Because he need to get that. He need to get that win back, Keg. You know what I'm saying? Even though he is a cheater, he still got people out here talking about he got beat up. he got to take a loss. Don't you want, just like when
Kodo
Cotto
Margarita.
fought
Margarita.
Margarito, right? He
Yep.
cheated, right? I'm saying
Yep.
beat him down. You know what I'm saying? Shit, everybody wants to see Cotto come back with him without them fucking gloves on and see what he did. And Cotto came back and whipped his ass like he should have. And everybody wants to see the same thing for Dev. They want to. It's a justice type thing. You know, so you don't want to just take an ass whipping and walk on down the road. And you know everybody, and you can't cheat a second time. You know when Deontay Wilder, you know, saying knocked out Tyson Fury, everybody thought he was cheating too. You know what I'm saying? Because how the hell he gonna recover from a punch like that? You know what I'm saying? They want to see that fight, that rematch with them. You know what I'm saying? They want to see Deontay Wilder. They thought he got cheated because they counted the 30 second. Mike Tyson busted Douglas. You know what I'm saying? Knocked his ass out in the 8th round, and then he got his ass up, gave him a 15-second count, and he got up and beat Tyson. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bullshit, man. It's like you gotta go back and get your revenge, bro. So you gotta go back and get that because that's what people, even if you don't have another great fight, that these are what make the fights, great. Like you going back, getting your justice, you know what I'm saying? Now if you get your ass whipped, you get your ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? You go back, get your ass whipped, it just goes with it. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to see Dev look forward to a rematch, and it just saddens me that he's willing to not get the rematch or not go with the rematch because it just shows this. I don't understand that shit, bro. It look like that would be common sense to go in there and get your revenge, bro. I mean, come on, you got everybody here clowning you and shit. I'm like, nah, nigga, we can't go out like that, bro. We gotta run that back, my nigga. I'm sorry. Either we here or it's gonna be outside your damn apartment, my nigga. It's gonna be bad. And guess what? I'm gonna be on my shit too. And let's see how this shit go. God damn it. It's like, yeah, I mean, no, I can't have that. Can't have that.
Yep.
He was Devin is
Yep.
25. He said we were all kind of goofy at that age. Shit, I was cool as fuck. I was in the military. You know what I'm saying? I was cool as fuck at 25 and shit. I was out there I was in the women, goddamn it, then, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? But I know what you're saying though, that it's like the older we get, it's like the less responsibility like young people have to take because the better technology get, the less that men have to be men. You can play video games forever now, and it's not a big deal. When I was coming up, you had to throw them damn video games away. You know what I'm saying? You had to get out there and goddamn get a job, nigga. You had to go out there and work. You know what I'm saying? Now you can work doing video games and shit. Stay in the house and play video games and get paid good money. You know what I'm saying? Testing out video games. So, it's just a new generation as technology gets better. You know what I'm saying? It's not as physically demanding. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are not asked to come out and protect the country and, just do these manly things that used to be connected to masculinity. You know what I'm saying? So people can, it's arrested development now for young men. They don't have to be tough guys anymore. You could just kind of fall back and find your own lane to be a man now. You know. So the kicker says, "Oh, I agree, but Ryan is going to get 1 year ban at the least, especially they only fight fucking once a year anyway, so that ain't shit."
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it might be
saying?
6 months. I think Canelo was 6 months, and that ain't nothing. Like you say, they fight like once every 6 months. So that's just he might not fight
Shit,
the
once.
rest of the year. Maybe miss the
Yeah,
summer. Or maybe he still
yeah,
get a fight at
well,
the
once
end of
a
the
year
year.
anyway. Mhm. That's no
Yep.
big deal. He says the rematch going to be one of the big. Yes, I agree, Keggy. I agree. And you know what? Do you think that this fight really did 1.2 million
Nah,
pay-per-views?
nah.
Mm,
He didn't come nowhere close to tanking Ryan. If I had to take a guess, I don't know what's taking these pay-per-view numbers so long to come out. So they lead me to believe that the fight didn't do great numbers. I thought it might have did maybe 500,000, but it might not even did that. You
Nah,
know what
it,
I'm
it
saying? They
did
would have
upwards
released the numbers.
of
They released
it
them
did
numbers by
upwards
now.
of damn near 1 million. It did on 987,000, some shit like that. Because I
Well,
seen that.
where did you get them numbers from? Because ain't nobody. Dan
Eddie
Raphael
Eddie
ain't got
Hearn,
them numbers. Michael
Eddie Hearn,
Cotton, you can't go by the
Eddie
internet. Eddie
Hearn.
Hearn.
No, I'm going about Eddie Hearn.
When did Eddie Hearn
You know
say
Eddie
this?
Hearn. That's on his motherfucker text Eddie Hearn. Like I be on Twitter and shit a lot. Motherfucker had text Eddie Hearn, asked him like, nigga, what's the pay-per-view sale?
Okay, we gotta go. We gotta
And
go to Eddie Hearn. So it's on Eddie Hearn's Twitter.
nah, I said a
Well, hold on.
motherfucker
Let's
had
see.
text Eddie Hearn.
Who texted?
Oh,
Some nigga. I
And
don't
like you
fuck
said,
with
you
those.
can't. We need some solid numbers. It might be
Nah, he
987, but we need
screen
some solid
recorded.
numbers.
He screen
Yeah, we
recorded
can't
that
go. We
shit
can't. You
though.
saying some motherfucker? We don't know the dude name. You saying he touched
Yeah,
the ship?
I don't know the nigga, but at the same time, he screen recorded him actually texting Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn gave him a response, and the response said 900 something thousand, and he gave him the gate and all that shit. So
Okay, well, let's wait for the official numbers. It might have did 987, but I don't know what took so long. Usually, when the fight happens Saturday, you get the numbers around Tuesday or Wednesday.
you know
It's
the
been a
zone,
whole week.
the
It's been a
zone, the
whole week.
European company, so
Well,
they
the
don't they
zone,
don't come out.
don't I don't think the zone usually
Yeah,
posts
the
that.
zone
Yeah,
don't
the
bring
zone
out
usually
numbers.
posts that.
Now
They
they
don't
keep
got
their
to
numbers.
either
They keep their numbers. Yeah, they keep their numbers hush hush. Yeah, they do that. But
because
we got Canelo.
they a company based over there over that way, so they don't gotta post their numbers to the U.S. Showtime and all them niggas. They had to do that shit because they was American based companies, and American based companies they gotta post their numbers up with a certain. I forgot what the damn website name is, but they gotta post they numbers. They gotta post all their numbers, the official numbers.
Yeah, but we got the numbers to Canelo versus Triple G, the third fight. That was on the zone. We got
That's
them numbers. We got the numbers for Canelo versus John Ryder. So we
I
get the
think them
numbers.
shits
So
was
the
fake
numbers
though.
should be coming out. Hopefully we get them
I think
numbers on what he did.
Them John Ryder numbers was fake as fuck. Cause them wasn't I can't say them was official numbers because that shit looked bloated as hell to me. Cause right after that, Canelo fought Jamel Charlo and they said that shit did less than fucking Canelo and John Ryder. So ain't no way.
What they
That's
say,
what I'm saying. Like the
Canelo? I thought
zone
they
can
said
fake some numbers
Canelo.
too.
I thought Canelo John Ryder bombed. I thought that thing did like 200,000 or something, or less than 300,000. That thing didn't do no great numbers. Canelo Jamel,
Shit,
that
that
did like
shit. I'm thinking
650.
that shit really probably did like 100,000 for real. They probably just bluffing on that. Cause who the fuck want to see John Ryder and Canelo?
Yeah, but Canelo got a name though. He got a name. People gonna watch him. His fans gonna watch him. It really don't matter who he fight a lot of times. They gonna watch him. When he fought Jamel, that fight did 650,000, same as Spence and Crawford did. So them numbers be that actually was on Showtime, but the numbers do come out. We'll see about them numbers. 987. That's good if it did that much. We'll see, man, because none of the top guys have released their numbers. Dan Raphael, them guys got the connections to get those numbers. They ain't came out with no numbers. Rick Glazer, he always running off at the mouth talking about what a fight did. He ain't got no numbers, so let's see what it did. Man, he always got the numbers when PBC fights come out, especially when they low. He always got some low numbers for PBC pay-per-view fights. But all of a sudden, this fight, he ain't got no numbers. So let's
Rick
see what
Glass
happens, man.
he be happy to shit on
I'm trying to
niggas. That's why
find it. I'm
I
like
don't
looking
listen to him.
online. I'm looking
I don't
online. I'm
listen.
trying to find it. I don't
Glass.
see it.
Rick Glass,
Yeah.
he the same nigga that tried to say motherfucking Devin Haney and Regis did like fucking 50,000, and that's bullshit. Like,
How many fight?
cause
That fight didn't do well though. That fight didn't do that good though. That Haney that whole Haney Prograis fight didn't do sell well.
but it
Yeah,
did.
no,
But
no,
look,
it
I'm
did. That
saying
fight.
like they
Um,
literally everybody kept saying
They're
the
trying to make
official
Ryan the
numbers
face of
for
boxing.
Devin
They
and
trying to
fucking
inflate them
and Regis
numbers.
Prograis.
huh?
They kept saying that shit was like what they said it did around the same numbers as Loma and Devin. So how out of nowhere Rick Glaser got numbers that's way lower than that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Rick Glaser just be happy
Right,
to have the opportunity to shit on niggas. That's why I don't listen to that dude.
And
right.
I don't. So you saying Haney Prograis did how many pay-per-view buys? It didn't
They
do
did
good with Loma. It didn't do what Loma
around the
did because
same
Loma got a bigger profile than Prograis. Loma got a bigger
around.
profile than Prograis. Ain't nobody. It wasn't nobody. I don't know why they
Yeah,
put Haney.
it was a
They
Haney
put,
event. It was a Haney event,
you talking about
and
Haney
it
and
did the
Loma?
same amount of numbers for It did
Nah, 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 nah.
around the same. No, I'm
No, no
talking
way.
about Haney Prograis.
You say Haney Prograis
After
did
he
the
beat,
same as Haney and Loma?
it said around, but he did
No, no,
lower.
no.
It was
Haney and
like
Loma did more numbers.
25,000 lower.
Nah, man. Well, I
It
think
did
I heard
125,000 pay-per-view numbers.
Ryan Garcia said Haney and Prograis did like 30,000.
That
That's what
nigga's a
Ryan Garcia
liar.
said. Oh, so
That
everybody
nigga's a
lying that's
liar.
saying Haney doing low numbers is lying. Okay, I got
A
you.
hundred. I'm saying
Yeah, I got you.
125,000. That's not no shit. That's not no shit to boast about. And them niggas still got down. And that's the number they came out with. If they was just trying to
You talking
lie
about
and
with Haney
say
and Prograis did
Haney,
125,000.
yeah, you can add you can goddamn go to the
When I Googled that fight, they
and
said
be
that
a
fight did like 50,000. When I Googled the numbers on that fight. That thing did less than 50,000. They ain't do nowhere close to
that's because of them.
125,000.
That's what they report. That's what other motherfuckers reported. I'm talking about with DAZN, Eddie Hearn, what they said. I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm going directly from the source. I ain't really going off what was reported.
You
All
say
right, y'all.
Eddie
Let's
Hearn
switch
said the
gears.
fight
Eddie
did
Hearn said it did
125,000.
around the same as
Hey, y'all.
Haney and
Let's
Munguia.
switch gears.
That's the exact
Let's
words.
switch gears because
Yeah,
who
you
cares
can't you
about the
can't you
fucking
can't believe
numbers?
everything Eddie Hearn say. He gonna always give it a positive spin because he promoted the fight. He
All
ain't gonna
right,
say the
well,
fight did
don't go off
garbage
of what
numbers.
Eddie Hearn said. Go off of what our BFTB called the zone on screen and got the numbers, and they said it did
He called the
125.
zone. Who in the zone did he got? He talked to the president of the zone. Who he talked to at the zone? You say he called the zone. Who
Hey,
did
the
he
man,
talk to
the
at the
man
zone?
got connections.
Oh, okay, he got connection. Okay,
The man
yeah.
got connections, and
Hey,
I'd
y'all.
rather
Hey,
listen.
y'all.
I'd rather listen to a nigga say that shit than a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's gonna be happy
That's
to shit
another
on the
guy that
nigga.
loves Devin Haney. So you keep quoting these guys that promoted
No,
Devin
bro,
Haney.
because he
Another
was
guy
doing
that
the same
loves
shit
Devin
to
Haney.
Tank, nigga. He was
BFTV, he
doing the
loves
same shit
Devin
to
Haney.
Tank.
78
Bro, come
Sports
on,
TV, they love
don't do
Devin
that
Haney.
shit,
They
bro.
love the
Don't do
Haney.
that shit, bro.
So they gonna always
Cause
put a
look,
positive
Hey,
spin
y'all.
on it.
Hey,
look, bro,
That
y'all.
fight
Hey,
did
let's
not do
switch
good
he
gears.
numbers.
did the
Hey,
same.
we
He did the
we.
same shit. They
Hey,
did the
hey,
same shit to
hold
Tank.
on,
They was trying to say that Tank did
fellas.
fucking
Listen to me.
shitty numbers.
Listen to me. Listen to me, slime. Let's switch gear. 'Cause we ain't gonna agree on no damn numbers. That's a black hole. That's a rabbit hole. We ain't gonna agree on no numbers. But let's. I want y'all to get on this and check this out for me. Clarissa Shields, she did an interview and she was talking about Tank. I'm gonna take you through the interview and so we're gonna comment on it and stuff real quick to switch gears from them damn numbers because that shit ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But this Clarissa Shields, she said fuck Tank. You know what I'm saying? And let's see what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with this? Because the queen, the quote, I'm saying, she getting into it with everybody these days.
KG, I know who this is, the GWOAT, Caressa Shields. We're here in Las Vegas. So, I mean, obvious question. What you think about this fight this weekend, Canelo Munguia, first of all?
I think it's a good fight. I think Munguia is long and strong and young. I think if he have a similar style like Bebo, he can give Canelo some trouble. But I think Canelo know what he's up against.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough fight. How do you
So
think
let me see if I get to the Tank Park. I don't want to see all that shit on Canelo. We already know what time it is.
He is innocent until proven guilty. He has to go through all these different.
Wait a minute. We're gonna go back.
There you go. And of course, another hot topic in boxing. We've seen it back and forth on Twitter. Ryan's PED usage. What are your thoughts?
Man, I'm like so 50-50 because it's like, okay, the results came back and he had PEDs in his system, but he is innocent until proven guilty. He has to go through all these different testings and he got to be able to prove himself innocent. So it makes the fight make sense because I didn't understand it, but like I said, nobody really knows. I know that we got the results and everything, and I trust Vada, and I'm a Vada athlete, and I've never popped dirty, but he just I feel like you have to let him go through due process, and I understand where Devin is coming from, like the anger that he has. I would be just as angry, but you have to let people go through the due process and stuff. So he still can prove himself innocent or prove himself guilty. But once you pop for anything with PEDs, they automatically consider you a drug cheat. It's just the way that the boxing fans are, and they've always been that way, and they'll be
I
that
mean,
way.
I don't understand any way else you could goddamn take it. I mean, if you got shit, we didn't make you. The boxing fans didn't make you test positive. Goddamn it, you tested positive because you got shit in your goddamn system. So I don't understand why they try to make it off like it's the fans jumping the gun, my nigga. You got something. You tested positive. You bringing that to the public. The public is not bringing that to you and say, "Hey, man, you juicing." Nobody said Brian Garcia was juicing before he popped dirty. So it's like, what are they talking about?
Be that way with any fighter.
You think it tarnishes Ryan's legacy if it ends up being true?
I think that it takes away that fight. It takes away from like his big victory against Devin, if it is true. But I speak with Ryan here and there, and I don't see him as being a guy that would use
You know
PEDs.
what? These women be having a crush on goddamn Ryan Garcia. Goddamn it! It's like they got a goddamn crush on it. They you just come out and say that you got a crush on them. Goddamn it! You know what I'm saying? It's like this man is tested positive. Tell me you don't know if it's true. If Bumgardner goddamn tested positive for some shit, you be the first one talking about she on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But because
Well,
it's Ryan Garcia, go ahead. What
yeah,
you say?
You know, Alicia Bongon, she's suspended right now. People, I don't know if people know that she's serving a suspension right now. So she's suspended. I think it's like 6 months. So that's it. And I don't know if it's about to be over with in a couple of months, but yeah, she's on suspension right now because she got popped dirty for PEDs too. And she came out the same way as Ryan Garcia, saying that she was innocent and this, that, and the third, that she's a clean athlete. But when they did the investigation and looked at everything, she was guilty. And like I say, she's serving a 6-month suspension right now. So that's just what it is. Guess who's training Alicia Baumgartner right now? Bill Haney. You know, he wasn't her trainer when she popped dirty, but
Oh
I'm just
my
saying
God.
he training her right now. So that's an interesting situation right there.
Oh my God. Here go 2 Cent. What's up, 2 Cent in the building? What's going on, 2 Cent? Tell me don't hate Ryan because he cute. Some of the men did, but I'm going to the same way. I ain't finna lie. I ain't finna hold you. You goddamn right, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know.
Yep, she's
But you
suspended
never
right
know
now.
what you'll
So
do on those big stages. But you just don't know. I mean, I was shocked to see the news, but even I jumped the gun. You know what I'm saying? I think that we should let him go through the testing and let him prove himself innocent and get his B sample and all that good stuff that you got to do. But it's definitely a process.
Nah, for sure. So obviously there's been a little back and forth with you and Tank. Any thoughts on that?
Fuck Tank.
There you
Little
go.
weirdo.
So he gonna be here tomorrow, right? He's got
She called Tank a little weirdo. Called him a little weirdo. Wow. You
yeah,
know, when
she
a
knows.
black
She
woman call
always getting
you,
into it. One thing about Clarissa though, Clarissa, she's a great fighter, greatest fighter of all time as far as women boxing goes. But she always getting into it with these guys. She went in on Keith Thurman. She got into it with Rowley. She always getting into it with these guys. This might not be her fault. You know, Tank might have just went in on them. But I'm just saying, why is she always in these
he called the Joanna
verbal
man.
altercations with these boxing fighters? Yeah, because she
He
probably
called
because
the
she probably she called Joanna
he
man.
called yeah. That's ugly, bro. You don't say that to no damn sister. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying? That's like saying you look
that's
like
not
a
the first
man.
time they got into it. They got into it a while back too again, and she was like, when you see me, keep the same energy and all that type of stuff. And Tank went on and kind of apologized to her and stuff, and that stuff got squashed. But here they is back into it. This might be Tank doing it, but this is her second time getting into it with Tank. And like I said, she already went in on Keith Thurman for unknown reasons. Then she went in on Rowley. And talking about when Roller see her put his dukes up and all that type of stuff, man. And you talking about this dude
She
that you
masculine.
sparred with
She
from another
masculine.
country use
She
illegal
masculine.
tamper with his gloves and you found out about it, then you about to go to your car and get a knife. This that it's always something with her.
Drama.
Drama going on. Her and Alicia Baumgartner, even though I think Alicia is clout chasing, she using her name while she's serving this suspension for PD. She trying to keep her name in the headlines using Clarissa Shields. That's what I think is going on with that. But still, man, it's
She
always
from Flint.
she
She
always in
from
some
Flint,
kind of verbal
Michigan. She
altercation with
can't help
somebody,
it, bro.
another
You
fighter.
see Mayweather, them Flint, Michigan people are drama driven, my nigga. It's
Yeah.
like she from Floyd Mayweather, but they drama driven. They got to stay in that goddamn drama, boy. Them Flint, Michigan folks, boy. That's why that's they defense out of the world. I bet she could show the road like a motherfucker. Cause it's Flint, Michigan. That's just what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is
Yeah.
look at two Citos of Carissa getting to knowing like Shakur. You leave the quote alone, God damn it. Leave the quote alone. He said these women will always look the other way when it's right. Or keep Thurman pull. He said we know what time they on pull, no doubt. God damn it. We already know, god damn it. It's like that's some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? This ain't got nothing to do with Amy Baumgartner, god damn it. Y'all leave her alone. She's a fucking princess. God damn it.
Sure.
It says Carissa Carissa got more sense and heart than these sissies. Yeah, ain't she though? Wilton. I couldn't have said no damn better myself. He says, 2 Cents says real talk says she needs counseling. She's super defensive. She's obviously been through a lot of negative stuff with men. No excuse, but she's got to grow up. That's what happened when you don't. The way society is going now for women, they you got that biological clock going, but you also, if you don't get with one person, that means you're going to have a lot of different experiences, and that's men too, because men carry trauma too, right? So if you come across just some bum ass people, and they put you through a lot. Let me tell you something. There's some horrible folks out here that will put you through some shit, and it will get you caught up into some like pain, staking type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like poor kind of boss wouldn't have been here because of some bum ass people. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker will make you like hurt people to go to prison. There's people out there like that. So you got to guard your freedom. You got to guard you got to guard your nerves and stuff, because people will get on your nerve. People try to destroy you, man. And women, they got to be careful, because men are always coming to them, coming at them, trying to get into their life. And if you fall for that shit, it can leave you with a lot of residual, what I'm saying, trauma and shit, what I'm saying. And that's why it be some crazy ass women out here and shit, because they going through too many relationships or situationships, right? You're not meant to do that. Women are vessels and they hold shit. So you got to pick somebody. Said hopefully you pick right, and hopefully that person treats you like a king or queen, and you don't carry none of the issues that come with meeting a whole bunch of people. So and that's just real shit right there. I mean, I can't tell you simpler than that. The more people that you go out there and meet, the more fucked up folks you're gonna come across. And nowadays people are so toxic. It's harder to make a living. You got to damn near get with another person to make it in life, if you know what I'm saying, to live a comfortable quality of life. So people know that, and people use that, what I'm saying, to prey on other people. So you just gotta, kind of somehow keep an open mind with all this stuff going on, man. Day naps are is trash. You got to get back to the old days where you see a chick in the grocery store. If she eating healthy, goddamn it, that's your wife right there. She eating healthy, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? She picking up a bell pepper like she know how to cook. Goddamn it. Say, goddamn, okay, she done picked up some bell peppers. She got some damn raw onions. Goddamn it, she know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? You got to use your other skills. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow them a little bit. See what's going on. If she going to the goddamn freezer section getting that goddamn processed food, it's like she gonna be fat. You know what I'm saying? She going to the goddamn bakery. You know what I'm saying? Getting them goddamn donuts. She gonna be fat in 5 years. Goddamn it. No, 2 years. She gonna be fat. Mm-mm. He said, you gotta use your head. He says, hell no, but I'm gonna put a few thirsty trap trap ticks and everybody forgot about the nigga. Hey, this ain't got shit to do with Amy, because that's different. That's different. It's totally different. That shit do not correlate. He says, Charles Thomas says, Clarissa stole Bun Gardner hairstyle.
Sure.
Y'all crazy as hell, man. It's like y'all talking about the back. Just because Amy looked good, y'all hating and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, that's a damn shame. What's going on, Johnny? Y'all hating on
Yeah,
Bum Gardner because she
I
look
wonder.
good.
Yeah, when is Clarissa gonna
Hmm.
get back in the boxing ring? I know she had a
I think she
PFL
got.
fight in
I think
MMA.
she got a fight coming up. I think she got a fight coming up. I forgot who it was.
She got a
I think
fight.
she
Oh,
got
she
a
got a
fight
fight
coming.
already lined up. Because I know she
I
been
think
saying
so.
for the last couple of weeks she gonna get something announced, but I haven't heard anything. So the biggest fight
I
is her,
think.
her and Alicia Baumgartner. That's the biggest fight in women's boxing. That fight would do big numbers on pay per view for women. Probably be the most highest selling pay per view fight in women's boxing history, in my opinion. That fight gonna do some good numbers. They put that fight over there in Detroit somewhere, maybe where the Detroit Pistons play at. They probably think they'll do a great gate and they'll do great numbers on pay per view. If they can find a common ground on the weight. That's the biggest fight out there, because really Clarissa done beat everybody. Really ain't no big fight out there for
Yeah,
outside of
that's why,
Alicia Baumgartner. Really,
and that's part
you
that's
know.
part of why she messing with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah,
that's why she messing with these dudes, because it ain't no female right now messing with her. She need a Ann Wolf. She need Ann Wolf to come out of retirement. You know what I'm saying? I mean, boy, if she had a young Ann Wolf,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
Layla Ali when she was in her prime, yeah, that would be
Oh,
good. That'd be some
I
good
think
fights out there.
she'll beat Layla Ali. You know what I'm
Yeah, I think
saying?
she'll
She'll
beat her.
beat
Both of
Layla.
them boxers, and she's a better boxer, probably a little bit better athlete
Hmm.
than Layla. So she probably beat her. Yeah, I can say Ann Wolf be more proud. Ann Wolf got that one hit a quarter power, so that would be a
Oh, she
interesting
got the
fight.
boxing
Ann Wolf can
skills
box.
too. And
Yeah, she can box.
Wolf's
Yeah.
boxing skills were serious like that too. He says, "Fool, have you ever seen a loser get an interview in ESPN?" Oh my God, what you mean a loser? Devin is not a loser. You know what I'm saying? He got set up with the PED monster. You know what I'm saying? He is not a loser. You know, I mean, the man tested positive, y'all. He said, Savannah Marshall rematch. I heard, okay, that'll be good. That'll be good. He
What she
said,
gonna fight?
that's
You
a
gonna make Savannah come over here to the United States and fight her? Because she fought over in the UK last time and beat her. I would make her Savannah come here. I wouldn't go back over there and fight her.
hell
I
no,
beat you. You got
hell
to come to
no.
my backyard now. I went to your backyard and beat you.
I beat her bad too. She said that's a dumbass fight. Bumgarner is too small and not skilled enough. Yeah, I agree. You know, they kept trying to make Katie the star of women's boxing, but she keep getting her ass whipped, and they keep giving her gifts and shit. They finally gave her a loss or two or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. What was her name? Katie, the little white girl.
Katie Taylor.
The look, yeah, Kayla Taylor. Yeah, they kept trying to make her the star of women's boxing and shit, but she kept getting her ass whipped and getting gifts. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
she lost to Cameron, beat her, but she finna fight Serrano
Sooner.
in a rematch. That's gonna be the co-main event for Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. So Jake Paul putting
Mm-hmm.
Amanda Serrano on, man. You gotta give him credit for promoting women's boxing, man. He
Man,
doing a good
that
job,
dude
man.
there, man. That dude making money, man. This is
Yeah.
yeah. Ann Wolf was a real bad. Yeah, man. She was a badass, man. Ann Wolf was. She not that Swedish, that damn 6'8" Swedish chick. I thought she killed her, man. I mean, she came out there. I think it was one punch overhand right, knocked her into the goddamn next dimension. I was like, God damn. I
Oh yeah,
say,
that's one
I
of the
was
most
like,
vicious
I was like,
knockouts in
that was
boxing.
one time. That's the one time I didn't want to see a fight. I did not want to see Layla Ali go in there against that girl. I said, please retire. You do not want to fight her. I know that's fucked up,
It's
man.
a shame they ain't never fight though. They should have fought. They was obviously the two best women fighters at that time. They should have fought, man. You know, Layla finished undefeated. She never got beat, but Ann Wolf might have had a loss,
But
maybe I think. But they
I
was
tell you right
obviously the
now,
two best
she
fighters out
lost
there.
that fight without even fight. She didn't even have to fight that one. Everybody knew she was gonna lose that shit. I was
I
like,
wanted to
hell
see it though, bro. We
no.
wanted to see it though, man. We you know, I know you're saying that she would have probably won, but we don't know. We wanted to see that. That was the two best women.
No, I
What I'm saying
understand what
is
you're saying.
they should have fought. Just like Mayweather and Pacquiao eventually
Yeah,
fought.
you're
You could
right.
have said all day, oh, Mayweather would beat Pacquiao, Pacquiao would beat Mayweather. They fought. That's the problem. They never fought. They should have fought. I don't know why they didn't.
They
I don't know they
should
couldn't come together
they
on the
should have
money or
fought.
what.
They should have fought. What you talking about boxing royalty? You know what I'm saying? She's a legacy fighter, and you know he just happened to have a pretty ass daughter. You know, she was just goddamn gorgeous. Layla Ali is goddamn gorgeous, and Ann Wolf is fucking horrific. And nobody wanted to see a goddamn monster destroy a goddamn swan. You know what I'm saying? She's a goddamn
Yeah.
swan. Goddamn, she's a fucking beauty. That's why. But really, I thought Ann Wolf would have destroyed
Layla was
Layla
a good
Ali.
fighter too, though. She was a good
She
fighter. She
was.
won the
She
top
was her
women.
skills.
She probably she was like the top 2 or 3 pound for pound fighter in boxing when she was fighting. So she had
Right.
skills. It wasn't just like she was just the name helped her out obviously, but when she first
Right.
came out, she was okay, but she actually improved her skills as her career went on. Man, at the end of her career, she was like one of the top female fighters in the game. So that
So
would
let
have
me see
been a
what
good
Johnny.
fight. It's a shame it didn't happen. It's kind of going on the same thing as Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe. Never happened. You know, Bernard Hopkins, James Toney, what else? Trinidad, Sugar
Oh
Shane
yeah, it
Mosley. A
would have
lot
been
of
up
these
there.
great fights that should have happened never happened. So yeah.
Yeah, it would have been up there, man. But I just didn't think she had the strength to fuck with and Wolf could fought dudes. I think she could have fought dudes strong as she was. She seemed like she was that goddamn strong. She had knockout power. She had speed. I mean, shit. I don't think Layla could have fought with her, bro. Like seriously. She said, Johnny Allison says, "Hey, Pools, as far as you know, if Ryan's second beef sample is found dirty, does he have to pay back anything from his purse?" I know we were talking about that. Um, you know, I think Vegas gonna be looking for him because he bet on himself. I think he was so dumb opening his mouth. He should have played it a little bit different, especially if he knew that there was a possibility he was gonna pop dirty. Um, that's gonna be interesting. I know Vegas is paying people money back as we speak. They're paying people money back. Uh, um,
But
it's
really
going to
paying
be
people better
interesting.
because they haven't had a final decision on if it looked bad for Ryan, but don't you got to have due process. It's just like if somebody get caught stealing, they still got to go to court and they plead they say they didn't do it. You got to go get the camera video out the store and look at it, see if he was the one that stole. You got to go through the due process is what I'm saying. So Ryan do got to go
There's
with
a
the due
due process.
process.
There's a due process, but there's a court of public opinion too. You know what I'm saying? And in the court of
Oh
public
yeah,
opinion,
yeah.
that motherfucker guilty. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
what
yeah, I
Clarissa was
understand.
talking
It looked
about here.
bad. I believe he did it, but I'm just saying, as far as giving people their money back, I think it's a little premature to be trying to give people money back because he ain't had deep due process yet.
Well,
That's all.
we talking about Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Vegas because he said he came out and told people he betted on himself, won $12 million, bro. You know, so you think Vegas ain't gonna be looking for that boy? You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but they
saying?
got to
Vegas
wait.
ain't.
They got to wait for due process though before they actually try
Do
to get
you
the money
think?
back.
Do you
Actually
think
find out
Vegas?
if he actually was guilty of the PEDs. He got to get that B sample back. That's all part of requesting that B sample. We need to see the B sample. B sample come back negative. I mean, come back positive. Oh yeah, then it's time to go in on Ryan worse than we're going in on him right now. And then it's time for people to go get their money back from FanDuel and all these other betting sites that they bet on. If they give them fund these people their money back, but he got to go through the due process though. We got to get the B sample. See if the B sample gonna come back same as the A sample. It's probably gonna do that 99% of the time. It does do that, but it still need to be a due process. He need to get that B sample. We need to see that. It's looking bad
Do
for
you
him.
think? Do you think?
I think he's guilty.
Do you think Vegas? Do you think?
Hmm?
Do you think Lucky Luciano and do you think Lucky Luciano and the commission waited on Bugsy Siegel and shit? You know what I'm saying, to come up with the money. You know what I'm saying, to wait for due process. You know what I'm saying? This nigga here is on some mafia shit. You know what I'm saying? He done took their goddamn money and he done cheated them. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga, somebody gonna be waiting on that nigga to turn him upside down. You know what I'm saying? To want they got their money because he done cheated them and shit. Shit, he done got $12 million from Vegas betting on himself. Something that I'm surprised they allow. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Surprised they
I
allow
don't know if he capping
the
or what,
athletes.
man. 'Cause that sound kind of. I don't understand. I don't think you can bet on yourself. You might get somebody else to bet your money up under their name. But for him to go to a betting site and say,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm putting some money on," they know he Ryan Garcia. I don't think they allow that, man. I think he just was capping, man. He's like, "Yeah, I put $2 million for
I think
myself and all that, this, that, and
I
the
think
third."
you could get like your daddy, like like you get your daddy or somebody, a cousin or something to put the money.
He's
You
at
Yeah,
his
know.
yeah,
press
that's how you have to
conference.
do it.
I don't
Yeah,
give a damn where he
yeah,
gonna
do the
be at. I
brother.
won't be there.
There you go.
Did you hear what he said? She said,
Oh,
She said she won't be
So he's
there.
gonna be here tomorrow, right? He's got his press conference.
I don't give a damn where he gonna be at. I
huh.
won't be there.
There you go. There you go.
That's all I got to say to him. And I hope Frank Martin tear his ass everywhere but loose.
No, Diddy. Thank you. Yeah, work.
Oh my God. Oh, I guess he said. Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
man.
She wish she want Frank Martin to beat his ass. God damn it. That's how women are. God damn it. You cross them, you might as well
Yeah,
forget it. Mm.
yeah,
Said
yeah.
Jermaine Wilson said Devin didn't get set up. Says Devin and Bill thirst for money and got what they deserved. Taylor. Oh yeah, we talked. Yeah, and yeah,
That's
Kate
why we need
Taylor.
to see the B
Thank you.
sample. We need to see the B sample. That's gonna end all this speculation. We need to see the B sample. It's looking bad for Ryan. It's looking real bad. But we need to
He
see the
said,
B sample, and we need to go through the due process. New York State Athletic Commission need to do their investigation and look at all this and look at what transpired, and then come up with a verdict, man. But it's looking bad for Ryan.
yeah,
He been in the camp with some known PED cheats. He was in the camp with Canelo and Oscar Valdez. Both of them pop dirty. So
right,
so the company you keep, that's sometimes that's what it is. You hang around criminals, then 9 times out of 10 you a criminal. So it's just what it is.
right.
So
Pretty
you know,
much. 2 Cents says I didn't see Wilder or Errol doing a press tour after they ass beat. It's only been 2 weeks. And the cake says Mike Tyson, Jake Paul gonna do some pay-per-view numbers. Now it's real pro fight. We're right. 2 Cents says she's a good trainer too. He said industry black mid balled her, I think. Yeah, they ain't want her nowhere near Layla Ali. He said, I It says I actually prefer women boxing back in the '90s. It says you got more knockouts. Now fights go to distance. Yeah, motherfuckers are better now. The skill level is better. He says the keggy Mike Tyson is 60 years old. Oh, Mike Tyson 60 years old. Jake Paul wrong for yeah. He know what he doing. I mean, if he can make a bag out of it, shit. Jake Paul and Tyson. I bet he wouldn't have did this shit. He wouldn't have did this shit 10 years ago. 10 or
Mike
15 years
Tyson look
ago.
good. Mike Tyson look good. Mike Tyson look good in the workout videos though. It's just like a like a clip of it, but he looking good, man. He look explosive, man. I think he got a chance, man, but he got to do it in the first 2 or 3 rounds. I think after that, he probably gonna run out of gas. I think Jake Paul can kind of take over after that. So I think he got to get Jake out of there early, man. I'm gonna
Man,
definitely check it out, man.
Jake Paul done created a whole new industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
He'll
gonna be the
build a
biggest
fucking
fight of
empire.
2024. It's sad. I don't know if it's good or sad or bad to say, but that's gonna be the biggest fight of 2024, man. That fight gonna do
Isn't that
crazy
something?
numbers. It's gonna be the who's who gonna be in attendance of that fight because it's in the summertime. So you're gonna have NFL athletes there, NBA athletes there. You gonna have movie stars and entertainers, comedians. I'm talking about everybody gonna be at that fight. I'm telling that's gonna be a damn fashion show up in that. That's gonna be crazy down there in Dallas.
Goddamn Jake Paul, the new goddamn Don King and shit.
Yep,
Jake Paul, the
yep.
new damn Don King. So the kid he said he will get heavily fined by the New York City Commission. And D1, what's up, D1? He says no. He says they're not that. They're not that was one gambling site. No, not that that was one gambling site. Vegas and give nobody money back until the tests and everything are through. So they haven't gave money back. I heard they were giving money back, but
No, they gotta have due process. Oh, I was saying earlier, you got to go through the protocol. Yeah, it's not. It's looking bad though, but they got to go through the protocol. And one thing that Ryan did say
mm.
today, he came out and said that he requested the B sample. I actually texted Ryan Garcia a couple of days ago. I don't know if he got that text, but I texted him. I said, "Hey man, ask them to
He
release
probably
the B
he
sample
probably
so we
getting a
can clear
lot
up
of
all
texts
this
right now.
confusion. Because right now you saying you ain't did nothing, and there's some people out to get you. Okay, well let's request the B sample. But then, like I said, he said it's an inside job, so I don't know if it's an inside job. The B sample gonna come back negative too. I mean, come back positive too, because they setting you up at VADA, I guess, according to what you saying. So I don't understand. He kind of contradicting
Well,
himself, man, when he say that.
well, VA Money Group says the B sample is irrelevant, so they're looking for tainted supplement batches. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people they be into the science and shit. I gotta start looking up this shit, man. The science of it. He says nobody getting their money back. 2 cent on that Vegas crew and shit. Nobody ain't getting their damn money back. You know, so it says Ryan has to find the tainted side. He's dirty until he proves himself clean. Valor don't look at tainted supplements. Okay.
All VADA do is
He's
release
dirty until
release their report. They don't make no determination on no suspension. That's all going to be done by the New York Athletic Commission. They got to look at this case and investigate, and then they're going to come down with a ruling. All VADA did was release what the tests were, and the tests were he tested positive for Ostradine, and now they're looking at another possible PD in this system called naproline. They're looking at that, and they gonna test his urine a little bit more for that. Try to check that out. See if that could be
isn't
another
that the same
PD
shit
that's in the
Tyson was
system.
on? Ain't that the same
Okay.
shit Tyson Fury was on? That not
Uh,
from whatever we call it.
yeah, I don't know what Tyson he got pop with PD. I got to go back and I can't remember what he was what the exact
Nafarone or something,
thing that he was
Champ guy
tested
used to
positive
be on
for.
that shit.
Yeah, I don't know what the exact supplement he was tested positive for, but yeah, it could have been the Osterine. That seemed like that's a new one though. I don't remember that seemed like a new one that Ryan took, but they say some other people got tested positive for the same thing. So it might have been one of them things where it was one name, Ostradine. Sometimes them names change on the thing, be the same thing, but like 3 or 4 years ago, it was up under another name, but the same thing got the same effects. So that might be what it is with Osterine.
I tell you,
So.
they keep coming up with shit, man. It's just so much stuff out there, bro. It's crazy. It is totally
Mm-hmm.
crazy. It says, yeah, Miracon got busted too. Yeah, it's so many fighters that got busted. You can't even remember 'em, man, over all the decades and stuff. So many fighters. Sugar Shane, just so many fighters,
Yeah,
God
Mir
bless them.
Khan, he got beat after he took it, and he still got his ass whipped by Kell Brook. That got discovered after the Kell Brook fight. I was like, damn, you look like that. You was on that stuff and look like that. He got his ass whooped by Kell Brook. Kell Brook whooped him from
Yeah, but
beginning to
they
end.
were
That was a straight
they
up
were both
mismatch.
past their prime.
But it was like one dude past his prime, another dude is like a fossil. He way past whatever way past your prime is. He like past your prime to the 10th degree, to the 10th power past your prime. But I'm talking about Kell Brook beat the
Hmm.
mess out of him.
Oh,
He couldn't take no punch. He always did have a shaky chin, but he really his jaw was really he had a chandelier glass jaw in that fight. He always had a glass jaw. He had a chandelier glass jaw in that fight. Every
hmm.
time Kell Brook touched him, man, he was doing a stinky leg, man. It was it was crazy. And they stopped that fight and they
But
stopped this
everybody
fight, man.
expect
He can't take no punch.
Amir Khan didn't want that fight. Amir Khan he been ducking Kell Brook forever. That's his countryman. He been ducking that fight forever. John Allison says, "Hey, Poole, what do you think of the Zoo and versus Ortiz scrap?" Well, I mean, I'm hyped for that fight. I think that's going to be a real good fight. Um, Ortiz, looking like a beast. He just took out an old journeyman and Thomas Delorme, and Tim Zoo just had a hard fight with Fundora. So coming off a loss, one coming off a loss, one coming off a victory. Virgil had two fights to warm up for Tim Zoo now. So it's going to be interesting, but we didn't see him go any rounds. So, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I think that's a top matchup right there. That's one of the
Yeah,
top
yeah,
important fights in boxing right now. That's what
yeah.
we need. We need to see more fights like that right now. Um, I'm saying that's something to look forward to. But tonight we got, you know, I'm interested in the undercards. So a lot of people, they want to see Canelo versus Jaime Maguire. I don't want to see that. I'm interested, of course, as we talked about before. I'm interested in these undercards. What I'm saying, I want to see,
Yeah, I won't see
Figueroa.
Stellonis, man. I won't see Stellonis. I ain't seen him in a while.
Yeah,
He been out the ring for over a year and a half through no fault of his own. He was trying to get the Virgil Ortiz fight, but Ortiz kept pulling. Kept the fight kept having to get postponed because of Ortiz. I think the first time actually was Stellonis. He got some kind of injury or something. But the second and third time it got postponed was because of Virgil Ortiz. He was unhealthy and couldn't make the weight. He was dealing with some health issues. So that fight got postponed. So it'd be good to see Stellonis back in the ring because he's a top 5 welterweight in my opinion. That's hopefully he ain't he don't have too much of a ring rust,
right.
but to see him fight. Then you got Mario Barrios, who's had a good resurrection of his career, man. It was looking bad after he lost the back-to-back fights to Tank and Keith Thurman. But he was able to bounce back and get a win that I didn't expect him to get against Jordanis Ugas. And he's the WBC interim a welterweight champion, so it'd be good. It's gonna be a good fight. He's gonna be fighting what? Marcos Madonna brother or something? Fabian Madonna. I think
Yeah,
he's related to Marcos.
Fabian. That's his
That's
brother.
gonna be
Yeah,
a good, yeah,
Fabian.
that's gonna be a good fight. And then Figueroa is always must see TV. He throwing punches, boy. He throwing punches from round 1 to round 12, every second, every minute of every round. He taking on Jesse Magdalena, another guy who missed weight. I don't know, but he did. I think he tried to go back. Unlike Ryan Garcia, he tried to go back and lose that 1.5 pounds or 1.2 pounds that he was overweight. I don't know if he made weight, but I heard that both teams were negotiating. So I guess the fight gonna probably go forward with a new contracted weight, but that's gonna be a good fight. And another bit of news that came out last night, man, Arthur Beterbiev pulled out of the fight with Dimitri Bivol. That fight's not happening June 1st.
Yeah, I heard that. I was
They looking for a
I
replacement or
wondering that
something.
was real or not. That's why I didn't say nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he
why
pulled
did
out
he
of that
pull
fight.
out?
I think he got some kind of injury. I think I don't know if it's some kind of injury or some kind of health issue, but I read up on it last night. But my mind going blank right now exactly what it was. But that fight got postponed. And I think it had something to do
Yeah,
with
I
some
saw
kind
that
of
too.
injury. When you're 40 years old, when you get up in age, that's what Keith Thurman going through. You got to train smarter, not harder. You can't go back in there and train like you was when you was 30. So I think that's what's happening
Right.
with Better because he's 40 years old. He probably out there trying to train like he did normally train, but he got to train smarter, not harder, man. Because especially when you got a big fight coming up, now they talking about trying to find a replacement opponent. But that whole card is strong because you got Wilder versus Zane. You got some other good fights on there. Herkovich versus Dubois. So if they can't get that fight, they can't get no opponent for Bivol, man, just move Wilder and Zane up to the main event because that's a main event fight anyway. Move that up and move Dubois and Herkovich up to the co-main. Just move the card up. It's a shame that we ain't gonna get that fight because that's a fight, you know, we've been wanting to see for a while. Two best guys at 175, Bivol and Better Be. So it remains to be seen. I'm gonna look it up and try to see what the status is. Bivol gonna fight somebody else, or they just gonna, you know, postpone the fight to a later date.
Isn't that crazy though,
I think
man?
the card still go on.
Yeah, I was just like tripping. I was like, damn, man. I mean, he's pulling out the fight. Oh, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. I mean, everybody was looking forward to that fight.
You never know. It could be an
Because
injury. He could be having a hard time making weight. You know, maybe he probably say I ain't gonna be able to make 175. So let me say I got an injury, so I give myself more time to make weight.
I mean, because the winner was going to get David Benavidez. David Benavidez was going to get the one out of that fight.
Yeah,
you know, so it kind of messed up the whole thing. You know, what I'm saying, the whole trajectory of the thing. You know, what I'm saying, because you know, for him pulling out, and you know, if he injured, he injured. You know, nothing you can really do about that. You know, I mean, shit. You know, it is what it is. You know.
Yeah, that was
man,
disappointing. When I saw that last night, I was like, oh man, I really was looking forward to that fight, man. That's a true 50-50 fight, man.
Yeah, that's the shit. That's, you know what I'm saying, to move that division forward, to see what's really going on. It's like I'm not even excited about this shit tonight. I just want to see those undercards. You know what I'm saying, I don't even care what happens between Jaime Munguia and Canelo. I really don't. If Jaime Munguia is able to go out here and give Canelo a good fight, that's something. But pretty much at some point he's going to lay on the ropes. He's going to allow Canelo to get his little body shots off, and they're gonna count that round for Canelo like he always do. Somehow they always forget how to fight, go back to the ropes, and let Canelo bang on him and stuff so he could win that round. It's like I'm so tired of seeing that shit. It's like, you know, so you know, y'all could be excited for the Canelo Jaime Munguia fight, but I don't think it's gonna be, you know, what we think it is.
Yeah, I'm glad it ain't Berlanga. I'm glad it's not Berlanga, man. It was looking like it was gonna be Berlanga. I was like, hell no, I ain't watching that fight. So I'm kind of, just because it's better than Berlanga, I'm kind of, you know, more excited for the fight just because Berlanga was a possibility at first. So it ain't Benavidez. That's the fight we want to see, but it's better than Berlanga. So we'll see how it play out. I ain't just really amped up for the fight like I was for the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight, but I'm gonna check it out.
But the sad thing is, even if they beat Canelo, excuse me, even if they beat Canelo, they ain't gonna be no stars. You know what I'm saying? Even if they beat Canelo, they're gonna wrap back into obscurity.
Yeah, that's what happened with
don't
Dimitri
have that
Bivol.
it
That's
back.
what happened to Bivol. Bivol didn't have no fan base going into that fight. He didn't get one going after the fight either. But McGee though, him being a Mexican fighter, he might gain some fan. He might actually get a little boost if he beat Canelo, because he is Mexican. He had that fan base behind him. Yeah, no.
But they know he fake though. The real Mexican boxing fans, they don't play that shit. They know he haven't fought nobody. They know he almost lost that damn fight to Derby and Chinko. They could see Chavez. They went out there and won some tough fights. You got to win some tough fights with that real Mexican fan base. They not all of them on some bullshit. They want their legends to be real. You know, cause they got some good, you know, some good legends, man. That really stood for shit. Sanchez, from them years back in the 80s. What's his name?
Salvador Sanchez.
Yeah, Salvador Sanchez. You got Barrera, Eric Morales. You got the Little Hands of Stone. You got
Roberto
shit.
Duran.
You got
Juan
Marquez.
Yep.
Well, I
And why
mean,
did
they
he?
got some real motherfucking.
Yeah, speaking on Marquez, that's another fight that didn't happen that should have happened. Marquez and Morales. Why they didn't fight? You know, Barrera fought both of them, but we didn't get the Morales Marquez fight. That fight should have happened, man. It was all in that little threesome going on where they was fighting each other, and Barrera fought
Yeah,
both
that
of them,
is
but
kind of
Marquez
interesting. Why didn't they
yeah,
fight?
yeah, that should have been a
I
fight.
think Morales stayed. He stayed hurt though. Morales, I think after a certain how many fights he fought, goddamn Barrera about 13 damn times.
Yeah, he
and
fought
he fought
Pacquiao 3
Manny
times.
Pacquiao. So he's
Yeah,
probably hurt, man, to go in there to fuck with one of my kids. Well, he probably like, hell no, man. He just too fucked up by then. You know, what's going
yeah.
on, VA Money? What's up?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. We just kicking it. What you got on all this stuff?
Oh man, I'm still thinking about Ryan Garcia, man. Still thinking about like whenever I listen to whatever YouTuber or whoever,
Mhm.
they always lead they always lead out with sorry, hold up. They always lead out with
See
like
that can't. Yeah, you must be about to say something good in Ryan favor, goddamn it,
no
but you
no
can't even get it out, goddamn. God for to choke you. Go ahead.
they always lead out with something like we got to wait for the facts to come out, and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
wondering what that means. Like what does that mean? Like I pop
I
100%
don't
for
know. I
steroids,
don't know.
and you
I
got to
don't
wait for
fucking know. I don't know.
it. Doesn't make any sense. Like in the only thing that I have a problem with this whole debacle, the biggest thing I have a problem with is like the blacks, right? Taking their side and we gotta wait for the facts to come out. Steroids or no steroids.
We
You know what I'm
always
saying?
fair. Basically, we always fair, and they not.
Yeah, like you had a guy up here, I think was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, where he was like, "Oh, steroids or no steroids." Devin was supposed to do this. He was supposed to come inside and go to the body and do this. And I'm listening to it, and I'm just like, and the guy was supposed to be like a boxer or something. And I'm just like, yo, this guy has no idea what steroids are. Steroids, look, you talked about Ben Johnson beating Carl Lewis ass. That's what steroids are.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not on steroids, he doesn't even make the Olympic team. That's what steroids are. Like steroids make you extremely explosive. They can make if you watch Sean Porter versus Devon Alexander and Paulie
Mm-hmm.
Malignaggi, you watch that version of Sean
Yeah, he
Porter and then
destroyed
watch
them.
him and then watch him a couple fights later when they start drug testing, when WBC adopted the VADA drug test, and they didn't know how to work around the drug test, so they had to stop whatever they were doing. Dog, he went from Mike Tyson, literally Mike Tyson, to great value Tim Bradley, literally overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys that talk about steroids and no steroids, that's like honestly, I would block guys off the panel on a boxing channel if they're talking about steroids or no steroids. I would block guys that say shit like that. What are you talking about, steroids or no steroids? It's the difference between a knockout and a jab. Literally, it's a
Well,
jab that'll
some
land.
people.
Go ahead, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Some people say they just mad that Ryan got caught.
yeah. I mean,
That's serious, bro. That let you know that it's beyond all that shit. It's beyond everything, bro. They don't care. They just glad Devin lost the fight,
yeah, yeah.
and
I
they
used to
still
be,
talking about he's scared. I'm like, bro, how you gonna be scared? The man cheated. The man don't want to go. I mean, I want him to get back, but shit, we don't know how them punches felt. You know what I'm saying? A man juiced up, a man who probably bench press 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Because he on juice. You
yeah,
go in there and face that shit. You know what I'm saying? You go in there and face up. It causes extra aggression. You know what I'm saying? Did you see how he was snarling when he got hit by Dev? I was like, hell no, nigga.
you look like a beast.
He's in there against a beast, bro. That dude was eating gloves that night. He was
Yeah,
eating gloves and stuff, snapping at gloves and stuff, and y'all tripping. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's like Johnny Allison says, he says Canada was crushed when being got popped. He says it because but yeah, he was so hurt by the rivalry between him and Carl was ridiculous, bro. He really wanted to beat Carl, and
right.
it's like when the rivalry is that sweet, it's like they mess it up by doing that, man. But that's the
Right.
only way they can compete. He says
Yeah,
the country was celebrating, then comes the then comes the boom. Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of athletes, man. What was that dude that was pedaling over there, the Tour de France? What was his
Lance
name?
Armstrong.
Lance. Lance Armstrong. He done won
He
about
never popped.
15 of them bitches.
He never
Yeah,
popped.
he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Well, how they catch him?
He got snitched on. A lot of his guys,
Okay.
a lot of the guys that he used to do it with, they just came out and was like, yeah, he's 100% on it. One guy popped and then rolled on him, that type thing. And then it snowballed. Everybody was like, yeah, he did it. And you know what I mean? And this kind of stuff you could sue, right? So
Kind of
either
like
he has
Larry
to
Brown, kind of like Larry Bonds type situation, some shit like that. Because he never popped dirty. He never
Barry
popped
Bond.
dirty. I think he just he never popped dirty. I think they just kind of ratted him out and shit.
Nah,
Kind
he
of
was
like
he was affiliated with a guy, a strength and
yeah,
conditioning coach, and but
right. But he
the guy never the guy never rolled on him. They sent him to
well,
prison. He did like 4 years. I
so
mean, everybody.
how did they kick put an asterisk by his career and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? If he never, if nobody like testified against him and shit like that. Like if
I
like
have no
the
idea.
same deal with Armstrong. Like, if he never popped, like, but yet, everybody just assumed now that everyone his shit is tainted now. You know what I'm saying? I think he won like actually like 7 of them or something like that. Tour de France,
He
which
was a beast.
everybody that should have told everybody that motherfucker was juicing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way in the world you gonna pump a 10 speed, you know what I'm saying, for goddamn 7 years and shit. You just getting older and shit and beat everybody ass in the world, nigga. That just ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that juice is like you were saying, bro, it gives you extra wings. That shit like 15 Red Bulls, nigga. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Like that nigga
listen,
came in.
it does even more than that. It gives
Yeah.
you a suddenness, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
know how like you probably sparred before. You know how everybody has like a tell on their punch, right? Even when they feint
Mm-hmm.
or if they're trying to throw a serious punch, they gotta load it first. So some fighters they're like more athletic, more explosive. So that loading phase is not that long. So even you'll see it, but there's nothing you can do about it. Where
Right.
steroids make your reflexes so good and make you so like explosive, HGH as well, that you don't really
To
even
give
have a
you
loading
superhuman
phase.
speed. Give you
Yeah,
superhuman
it just come
reflex.
out. Like, yeah, like the left hook. Ryan Garcia left. People talking about, oh, you got to move out the way of the left hook. You don't even see it, bro. This is what people
That's
don't
what
understand.
they showed Ryan shit in slow motion, bro. Don't they see he couldn't see that shit? I mean, even in slow motion, that shit was fast, and people act
It's
like
nothing
they
to
don't
see it.
understand that, right?
Yeah,
I
it's because
mean,
they've never
when he
been in the
flicked
ring.
that shit, I was like, man, he faked with the right, and he didn't even bring the punch all the way back. He didn't even bring the left all the way back, and he hooked the shit off on Dev. Dev didn't even see none of that. I mean, in slow motion, you can see how he got caught. He couldn't even react to it.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa. I was
yeah.
like, that's them steroids, bro. Because Roy Jones Jr. was on that shit before people could react. They be on the canvas, don't even know what the hell going on.
Well, it's a mixture of growth hormone and steroids that give you that suddenness. Like
Yeah,
there'll
that
be fighters that'll
EPO.
be on. Hmm?
You talking
Nah,
about like
like
that EPO?
I know what you're talking about. EPO. It's not EPO. EPO is for like blood cells. I think I'm talking about like
Mm.
growth hormone. So now they got stuff
I thought
called
that's what
peptide.
EPO was. Hmm.
Nah, nah. EPO is just something for to make you produce more blood cells so you can have more oxygen. The what I'm talking about is like CJC 1295, ipamorelin. They stack those, and so one
Mm.
makes you produce more growth hormone, and the other makes you absorb more growth hormone. So they stack
Man,
those,
this
and then
shit
they
is
use
deep.
like they use like testosterone, or in this case, clomiphene and nandrolone. Nandrolone is like they say it's like a bodybuilder steroid, but athletes
Hmm.
use that steroids. Like if you're not getting tested properly, you can use nandrolone. You know what I mean? And nandrolone in high doses make you get big really fast. In low doses, it has like a big like a potent thermogenic effect where it make you burn fat really fast. So but it still make you explosive. So when you stack all that,
Hmm.
you have a guy that is so explosive that he can whip a left hook without having to even cock it back. Like there's nothing to see. There's literally no tell on his punch. It just whips out, like you said, and at full power, right? So even when you watch Deontay Wilder throw a punch, he has to step into it. When he steps, he shoots a jab. He doesn't care if he lands the jab or not. He just step in, shoot the jab, and then he bangs the right hand. But it's like you see it, like Tyson Fury sees it. When he sees the left hand come out, he knows the right hand's coming. So he ducks every time. He doesn't even care. He just, okay, the right hand's coming, duck. But what if there's no tell on the punch? What if Deontay Wilder flicks out a cross like it's a jab, but it's you know what I mean? But it's full power.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Can't react to that shit. The
No.
twitch is just too. Yeah, can't react to it. It's like, what's going on, Julian? He says land never pop. You know what I'm saying? Well, they still popped his ass. You know what I'm saying? They still he had to return. Hey, they still popped his ass. It's still he had to return them goddamn them gold bicycles or whatever you get for a tour de France. God damn it, bicycle circle in France, nigga, you had to turn that shit right back in. God damn it. It's like, nigga, we ain't having it. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody was saying, hey, you never got tired, nigga. You rode all the way to Germany and shit. So you went past the obstacle course, nigga. You on that shit. God damn it. You kept going and shit. You want to race. You want to race around the world, my nigga. This is because they hate. They hate. This is because they have the power to. Said Lance caved in to the pressure after. Well, if I would have went to the grave with that shit, god damn it, I would have been cycling in my grave and shit. They
Nah.
could have. They could have.
It was all over the news. I think he even tried to deny it at first. Like he tried to do what you said, and then he tried to deny it, and then it was just like niggas was going on Oprah. Once people were going on Oprah, it was over.
It's like motherfucker was in front of his house with their 10 speeds. Let's go, nigga. Let's go. Nigga, if you race me right now. And shit, he got tired of that shit, waking up every morning. He what now?
The Keggy said roids sharpen senses and give you those fast twitch reflexes. Yes, roids and growth hormone. So when you see, like when you watch the NFL, right, you see that they don't put any white cornerbacks out there because they're always getting toasted, right? The reason why that is because of reflexes, not even because of speed, right? Because you'll have a white guy that run a 4.2, 4.3, no problem, but he'll still get cooked by the 4.6 guy, and that's because of reflexes, right? So they'll run a route, it'll look like a slant, and then next thing you know, he's 20 yards up the field with his hand up in the air. You know what I mean? And the white guy's still turning his head. This is reflexes. So now they got, like I told you, the growth really makes your reflexes good. Like, so now you see white fighters, like, so you've been around boxing. Back in the day, white fighters, they were not good because they couldn't move their head. The punches were slow. Even if they were fast, the punches still, you can time them really good. Now, because of like the performance enhancing drugs they have now, the reflexes are so good that like even like the Mexican fighters and stuff like that, that black fighters can't really move their head out of the way. They beat black fighters up routinely now. This is not a thing like back in the 80s, 90s. You can't just beat a Mexican beating up black fighters like that have like slick movement and stuff like that. But now you can. Like all these slick black fighters now, they can't get out of the way of Mexican punches or European punches no more because of the reflexes, the performance enhancing drugs improving reflexes. Right? So
Yeah, look like shit. Look like your boy for to get a damn replacement. Look like Bivol to get a replacement, man. Let's see. Oh, they would like to see David Morrell Jr. fight Bivol. Oh shit. Oh holy shit. Is that right? Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. They talking about they might get David Morrell Jr. to fight Bivol. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, them roids, they got to go, man. What do you think? You think Ryan should be suspended for a year? You think he should be suspended for 6 months? You think he should be just kicked out the sport altogether? It look like you trying to fight Conor McGregor next.
I think they should treat him like Jarrell Miller. Just based off of the nature of his victory, right? It's not even just that he took steroids, and now we know that he took steroids. You have to look at the fight and how it played out and the amount of punishment that Devin Haney took. This is, for me, this is a Margarito level of cheating. You know what I mean? This is,
yeah.
You could have really did some crazy stuff to Devin Haney, This is a guy who's
He
fighting for
did.
his life. Yeah,
He did.
Devin
I
Haney
mean,
ain't
he
fighting
he
for
he
no boxer.
dogged. Devin ain't never gonna be the same after that. He might get.
Yeah,
He might come back good, but he took a hell of a beating, man. It's
yeah,
like that shit was sad.
yeah. I mean,
That shit
this
was
guy's
sad.
head, this guy's head had swelled, like he was swelling off the side of his head, off the side of his jaw. You remember the Martin episode, the Martin Hitman episode?
Yeah,
That's what he looked like. Son. Like
that's
damn
fucked up.
Martin.
That's fucked up. Yes,
This shit crazy,
that's
man.
messed up. And people tripping, man. How they talking like it ain't a big deal.
Yeah,
He got pieced up. I'm like, bro, when y'all stop that shit, man. It's like they act like they don't understand how unfair this shit is when you put them roids in your system. Yeah, yeah. They talking about. Yeah, I saw that. Donald. They talking about putting Maria. What's going on, Mike Big Boxing in the building? Y'all subscribe to Mike Big's Boxing. Yeah, they talking about putting talking about putting Maria Jr. up in there. Yeah,
yeah.
I said that would be a damn good fight.
You think Morel ready?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's true. Said a 2-year ban, K. Hell no. But shit, I still want to see them fight. They got to get in there with the experience and see how they do. He might go in there and beat them. I mean, you never know. You should never know if you don't try.
I think
Because
Morel got like 8 fights.
the next fight will be David Benavidez. Um, tell me just he said what? He said off topic. Kendrick Lamar just destroyed going on with these rappers and shit. They done created some beef shit to sell some records. Um, what the hell? What the hell? Kendrick Lamar always be going in and stuff. He
Yeah.
said he just destroyed his career. Did he say something crazy? Mr. Turner in the building. Well, Mr. Turner, what's going on? This is, yes, sir. I got to definitely see that shit. What's going on? It looks like they're trying to make it interesting again, even though the music today done got trash. He
It
says
is trash. A bunch of
he
gay
says
shit.
no, they literally hate it. He said they literally hate each other. Yeah, yeah. Well, Dre has been mentioned in the Diddy Chronicles, so he's supposed to be part of the Illuminati, and I mean, I don't know how real that shit is. I'm so
Man,
far
that shit real
removed
as
from
hell.
that shit. It's
Hey, that
ridiculous.
Illuminati stuff is real.
You know,
It's actually
I've heard his
literally.
name mentioned. Up in the higher up. He says meet the what? Literally what? Kind of
Oh
went
no,
out
no.
for you.
Yeah, my thing is messing up. Now I was saying that the Illuminati stuff. You can hear
You
me?
went out, bro.
Yo,
He says, yeah, it's sad when you have only a handful of mainstream artists with skills. Yeah, man. It's like, why they going at each other like that? Yeah, I can hear you. We went out again.
yeah, I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Yep. Yep. They're from my generation. He said both Kendrick and Drake was raised by Generation X. Yep. Yeah, but they brought in this pettiness to a whole new level. Still the buffering. Okay, I see I'm buffering. Okay. Yeah, I see I'm but you
Yeah,
know,
man. Hey, so that hip hop stuff is definitely run by the
I think we,
Illuminati, man.
pretty good. Pretty it says Bivol versus Morel would be for that trash ass music they putting out. You see the trash ass music they putting out. Definitely ran by Illuminati. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. You know, so we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back tonight live. You know what I'm saying? Watch the fight. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? I got travel up to Dallas from Houston, and, and I got to get up out of here so I can, get ready for tonight live. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go how we always do it.